You know, I have no idea. Broken waffles! Hi! As I'm screaming into the mic, I'm so sorry. Hello! Greetings! Salutations! Cal and Wendy! Hero and Melinda! Hero! Are my lights on? No. Was I too excited to come and stream with y'all? So did I just rush things? Yes, I did. Please hold while we figure our lives out. I will be your tour director today. Oh, woof. Please keep your hands and feet inside the ride as we take a gander into the murky waters of Water Jesus, also known as the Temu Jesus, also known as multi-level marketing fluffery, also known as Come Back Better, and Monica. Chris and Monica. Howdy hell. Howdy hey. Hello. Oh God, Cal. My YouTube's been muting it. My YouTube's been muting itself as well. Also, camera's still going strong. I'm proud of us. I'm proud of the team effort. I've also changed my little ear things to red for the holidays. I forgot to change this bad boy to red too. Then I could have been matching. YouTube is strange. Also, greetings and salutations to the people who have sound bites.
Do you like waffles?
Yes, we do. Hello, Tori. Okay, look at how adorable this little mini bag is. It's a little baby one. It's gonna be better when I like stretch it out and stuff. It looks way more, I mean, it's bright pink, but it looks way more like neon pink on screen. But this is the baby one, and I'm making the mom matching one. Right, meow. So, I was compulsively picking my skin, so I'm gonna hide behind the microphone a little bit. Just a little bit. It's a small bag. It's a baby bag. It's a little baby. It's a bowling ball polisher. My floof is on my lap, here to support me. Lorny, I love that. Marianne, hero. No, you spent the night in the ER. Rip, that sucks. I'm so glad you're feeling better. Yeah. Yep. Suffice it to say, I'm not the only person that struggles with it, and we're working on not having maladaptive behaviors to cope with stress. By we, I mean me and other people in my IOP. All right, let me turn on auto ads. We are in the same spot we were in yesterday. We're going to speed them up a little bit because, you know, we can't be here all day, even though I'd love to be here with y'all all day. They're not interesting enough for that to happen because it's not like we're playing Dreamlight Valley. We're having the time of our lives. There was a soundbite I wanted to get. We're doing every 18 minutes. If YouTube ruins our lives, it's not my fault. It's not. Oh no. If I lag, my fault. Totally my fault. I forgot to reset the internet. Rip. Rippity rip. Oh my God. That's okay. I'm DC. I'm an MLM dropout, and I'll let you know a little bit more about me after we play the disclaimer so YouTube and other people don't slap us for fair use. Please hold. Please play.
I just can't let you go. Lord knows that I've tried to. You said I was the only one. No one likes being lied to. You made this mess and left me with the pieces. Now I wanna burn all the bridges between us. I can't focus, I can't forget. I've been thinking too much lately. I just need to clear my head. I just need to clear my head.
What a bop. I'm DC. I'm an MLM dropout. I have been, trying to fight multi-level marketing since April 24th of 2022. I got out thanks to people in anti-MLM like Aaron and Julie Joe and Thumbs Down or What's Up. And so here I am, trying to help other people out too. Look at that. Look at that beautiful combination. 111. Is this an angel number? Am I manifesting fuckery right now? If you like angel numbers, cool. Hero Foong. My keyboard's not working. Are we gonna? We're connected now. Love it. I'm trying to sync. Hello? Okay. It's not connected to the chats for some reason. Oh, it's not connected to that monitor. That's like so cool. Cool. We shall need it. The ruler is ruling. We do have it. We are in the same spot we were in yesterday. We are going to speed it up. 1.25. Because why not? I'm scared. This is quite interesting. Hello? Why is this so bright and not crispy? Normal? Darken? Oh. Multiply? Let's see what happens. Color burn? Linear? Lighten? Terrain? Color dodge? I'm like, what are we doing? I'm trying to do the different blend modes and none of them are helping. I was in Young Living and Mary Kay, and health and wellness multi-level marketing scams interest me because of how they impacted my mental health when I was vulnerable. So that's fun. 4 thumbs down, at least it's even number. 3.14159. This is okay, followed by... Oh, God. All right. Hello, Jen. What was I going to say? I don't remember. Oh, God. I feel like I really want to... Ecamm Live, comments and reactions. And I want it to be normal. I just am confused as to why it's like this. Jeez Louise, give me a break of that Kit Kat bar. Here we go. I'm going to have to put y'all over here because, there. Cute. All right. We're going into the lion's den. We've got our floofs. If you want to submit a floof, you can do that right here. If you are looking for any other links, they will be in my campsite. That's how you submit stuff to me. That's how you submit sound bites. That's how you get your shop in our shared shop folder. Av is our person we promote the most because it just happens that way. I'm going to move this up here. You notice that? You notice how everything's aligned? Yeah. Where's our ruler? We've got a vertical ruler. And we've got a horizontal ruler. Let's go. I don't know why we didn't do this sooner. We are going to get a triangular prism scheme ruler in honor of I think Broken Waffles recommended it. Hey, Ro! Hi, Amy. My sister and I greet each other. I know I've said this a million times, but look at that floof. My sister and I greet each other by going, "Hey, Ro! Hi! How are you?" Every morning. It's literally the best. Well, we say hello, but I go, "Hello." I love the all caps. Amy, all caps. Joan, all caps. Off slaves, that's slays. That was a misspeak. Slays, that's why. Yes. Yes. Broken Waffles recommended the triangle. Also, we're waiting for some of y'all's sound bites. I destroyed. It's okay. That's okay. The thumbs downers are, what is happening? That's all right. Let's go. Let's go. Oh, the TLDR. Sorry. TLDR. Yesterday, we listened to Chris O'Brien and Monica Wren talk to us about monetizing your social media, but they forgot to tell us that they maybe are a part of a triangular prism scheme, also known as maybe allegedly a pyramid scheme called Enagic. And they sell the Kangen water filters that you can find upwards of $6,800. Lots of dollars. And they've also claimed that the Kangen water, the magical water blessed by water Jesus himself, fixes shit like lymphedema, colitis, or Crohn's disease, indigestion. What else? Oh, eczema. And the big claim amongst lots of reps is the big C, CANCER. So here we are in Merkdom. Here we are in the bad place.
This is the bad place.
And we're ready. I'm going to turn it up a little bit. I'm going to go back out here. I need like a smaller... I think I need to get another stream deck that just has my scenes built in. I think I need to do that. We'll see what happens. Did this really just happen? Oh my god. Where were we? We weren't on the dog. We weren't on... Yeah, we were somewhere here. I can't believe it just refreshed. Okay, close enough for government work. Look at that corgi. Let's see. Great.
100 people, you're getting close to 5 billion people for multiple hours a day. And guess what? Most of them are buying. They're consuming.
Yep.
They're not consuming multi-level marketing products. Are they? Friends? Hello? Are they consuming multi-level marketing products? Huh. Interesting. I didn't know that's what they were consuming on social media. Sure didn't know. Chronic pain. Crohn's. My bad. Crohn's. Let's go, Tori. Thanks so much.
Majority of the people online, they're not putting things.
Oh, we need the ruler. Sorry, we need the ruler immediately. The horizontal ruler coming in hot. Let's see at the very top. Oh, let me fix this real quick. Lock. Okay, forget it. I need to fix this being on this. Okay, well, it's fine. I don't want it to snap. All right, look at that. So this is lined up with the top of the third bullet point. The two on the right are not lined up. And we look at the bottom. The bullet point to the very far right, not lined up with the third. The second from the right, not lined up with the first and the second from left. Look at this. It's not going to go up. Oh, that's fun. That's like totally fun. That's like the most fun I've ever seen. God, we hate it. We hate it.
Out like you might think, oh, there's so many creators online. There's way less creators than there are people consuming.
Coconuts, hello, good morning. Howdy, hey.
I've got a lovely bunch of coconuts, dee-dee-dee-dee. There they are, standing in a row. Big one, small one, some as big as your head.
Side note, I drank water from a Kangen for 6 years when I lived with my parents. I still developed precancerous lesions on my cervix that needed to be removed. Oh, rip. Oh, rip. Tastes like distilled water? Interesting. So you are probably not drinking the 11.5 pH water, right? Or were you? The letters are as straight as my back and I have scoliosis. Oh, burn.
And 43% of consumers increased their social media use so that they could find new products in the last year. This is why I say the internet is a goldmine, because social media does not sleep. The internet does not turn off. We're constantly using it for everything. And if you're really, really smart, you'll use it to your benefit because you want to go to sleep, right? You want to go hang out with your friends. You want to hang out with your family. You start utilizing social media and it's going to start working while you're doing whatever you want to do in your life. Yes, you do put time and effort into it, but you can step away from your phone and it will still be working for you.
Do you not understand how daily stories and daily posting and I don't know, daily things work in engaging with your audience? Obviously, I don't understand that because I have anxiety, but still, like, you have to put the work in consistently, and Instagram and TikTok take that into account. Is Discord social media? Because that's like the only thing I use. Thank you so much, Carmen. Bless y'all for reminding me to do stuff like that to protect myself. We did do the disclaimer. I did it early on, so like I surprised myself, honestly. I consume MLM content on social media, anti-MLM content. I unfortunately consume MLM content and it wrecks my algorithm. Look at this floof and a little donut. Cute.
Yeah, I think we have some of the most gifted time to be alive because our parents didn't have this. Their parents didn't have this. You'd have to send newspapers. You'd have to drive and drop off a letter just to write and say, hi, nice to meet you. I live 5 streets over. Hopefully you can drive your... It's just crazy how fast and how instant we can actually connect with anyone around the world. So whether you have a couple hundred followers or thousands of followers, there is no cap to the people you can connect with. And the fact that most people are on social media for a couple hours a day and they're consuming, like they're getting nothing really out of it, maybe education, maybe a laugh, but for a lot of people, they scroll, they kind of end up 2 hours later, their eyes are burnt out. And so
oh my God. Someone in the top right corner is driving and on the Zoom at the same time. God bless it.
So if you can be that creator, and you can be that provider, and you can be the one speaking, talking, sharing, providing value, sharing your lifestyle, you're already in a category where 90% aren't even there. You're
also YouTube, if you're going to come in here and be heavy-handed, or if Chris or Monica is. Monica, at the beginning of the stream, the beginning of the Zoom call that we looked at yesterday, said, please send this out to anybody. And it wasn't intended to stay private, so everybody who hopped on knew that anybody potentially could watch it. So Monica and Chris are also the focus of this stream. We're mostly debunking Enagic fluffery, but okay? Was that clear enough? Was that vague enough?
already separating yourself. And if you look on the last slide, as you guys know this, the media is changing. People aren't watching TV.
Is his microphone going in and out? Does he sound like, sometimes he sounds like he's in a room without soundproofing and sometimes he sounds warm?
As much. They're not looking at corporate America as much or their mainstream media advertising. They're actually looking and going to social media to find new products, new trends, new services.
Oh my God, his microphone's in a bad spot. That's why it's doing that. Oh my God, how many? Jen being a baddie over here. Let's go. Oh my God, what are y'all doing? Thank you. Welcome to Illyria. Welcome to the squirrels. Oh my goodness, thank you so much.
Horatio Gold, headmaster. So very pleased to meet you. So very pleased.
Hello, sir. Heard you wanted to see me.
I'd like to say welcome. Welcome to Illyria. Welcome, 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 welcome to Illyria. I just wanted to have you in to say welcome.
And welcome to any Enagic people who get gifted a membership. Jen, holy guacamole. Hi, Rescue Ninja, Kristen. pH should be around 7.4 in your body. Around 2 in your stomach, 6 to 7.5 throughout your intestines and colon. It is usually lower acidic in areas of inflammation or cancer. Interesting. That's super interesting. Amy is our chief science advisor, so keep an eye out in the chat for maybe sciencey things coming from their direction.
New opportunities. Type in yes in the chat if you actually.
Broken Waffles is our chief waffle officer, our waffler, if you will. And so if you would like waffle related content and also some snappy comebacks and triangular ruler recommendations, keep an eye out on Broken Waffles. May all the magic huns be gifted a membership. Sarcasm. Thank you so much, Jen. What soundbite would you like? Would you like wedding kazoos? Because Enagic, not magic. Oh. I thought you were being extra sarcastic. Sorry. I get it now. Look at the bun. Look at that bun.
Agree with that. I hope so, because how many of you guys have gone out and bought a product on social media, right? That ad got you.
Because it's an actual good product. And I will say, I was surprised with the quality of the Disney Scentsy products. I'm not going to lie to you. Jen was a higher up Scentsy rep, had went on trips and did all the things, had Scentsy products and gifted me the best product. I say the best. If you see, you can't really see it right there, but like up there is an R2D2 Scentsy wax melter, and when you plug it in, it projects Princess Leia onto the wall behind it. Also, Peter Pan. Also, I don't know why she gave it to me, but I'm eternally grateful. That's okay. We'll be gifting memberships in January. I'll be gifting 10. I do it every month. I have more stuff I found too. Oh my God. Wedding kazoos. If you don't know, when we were counting down when Jen and Emmett were going to get married. And then when they got married, we played the wedding kazoos. So get ready. I have to cut that out because we took it from someone else. I don't know why. Okay. You get it. I am literally acting like a conductor in my living room. Yes. Yes. We do need to find a divorce kazoo song to celebrate all of y'all's divorces, you know? Emma, I'm glad you love it. We love it too. If you wonder why we play kazoos, Kevin Tinter, Optavia, multi-level marketing overlord, hates kazoos. We love them.
Oh, I need that pot. Oh man.
Except for Brandy Lee, but Brandy Lee's also a 12-month kazoo member, so that's okay.
I need that scarf. I'm going to the mountains. Perfect beanie. All of a sudden, 2-for-1 beanie sold. And all of a sudden, you're like, dang it, I shouldn't have bought.
He has to stay closer to his microphone to have the warmer sound, and he keeps moving back. That's okay.
What the heck? It's this consumer mentality. And don't tell me that a recession or the economy is down. If you guys have noticed, we can put tons more other stats. The Black Friday was the biggest Black Friday that this country's had in years recently. So there's money being spent. There's trillions of people that are going into credit card debt. That's not a good thing. However, it doesn't actually deter the fact that people are spending money.
You sneaky mom.
You know what? I love myself. Even though I look like a burnt chicken nugget, I still love myself.
Also, just as a general heads up, cursey words, welcome. Fuck is fine. Fuck you is not fine, with the exception of Ed Milet and Eric Worre and maybe Joel Osteen. Meh. Chicken nugget is our only name calling we do, or numpty. Everything else off the table. Okay? All right. You chicken nuggy. Shout out to the baddies getting divorced right now. You deserve happiness. Yep. I dislike recorders, but of course my youngest is about to learn how to play it come January. Thank goodness for headphones. Sarah, bless you. I was about to cross you and I don't want to offend. I'll just go in a circle. Bless you. Okay?
What are they spending it on? And that's where we want to start giving you an idea of
Can you call someone a donut hole? That's a great question. Let me think about it. I'm open to it. Not to recorders in middle school.
value you can provide, what products or services that you can give people, all just through social media, which, if hopefully I'm not wrong, cost us nothing. It didn't cost $1,000 to start Instagram. I don't think anyone paid $1,000 for Instagram, but it started
No one paid what?
a business like a storefront. Well,
Instagram probably costs more than that. Setting up an app is not cheap. Rumi came in to talk to me right after I sent the first PH comment, so I completely missed the divorce thing. Amy, we were playing the wedding kazoos, and then long story long, it just, we went in a certain direction.
you've got a $100,000 loan you got to pay off. So really, really realize what you have in the palm of your hand and how to take advantage of it.
All right, chat. Let's take a small detour. I'm open to it. I'm open to having the chat vote. So I'm going to start a poll. Should we add donut hole to the list of acceptable name calling on my channel? If you disagree, if you vote no, tell us your argument in the chat. All right? I have final say because I'm the one that has to live with the consequences of this decision. Okay? Poll started. Hello! Little Shop of Eldritch Horrors. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hey from the UK. Finally made it live. Love it. Look at this dip. We have a huge dip after playing the kazoo. I'll let it go for about... Oh, look. My super nifty timer. I'm going to let it go for 5 minutes.
Going into the future. And it truly is a goldmine if you see it that way.
Now, not only are things changing with people using social media to find products, people now, they actually want to buy from a person, right? 88% of consumers say that they trust recommendations from people that they know over any form of advertising. And if you think back before we were really using social media the way we are now, and if we're using it the way we are now.
Also, one of y'all said when I was looking over the comments, the live chat comments yesterday, y'all are saying that Zoom Workplace is the new branding that Zoom has. I don't know why Zoom is doing that, but one of y'all in the chat told me, and thank you very much. I appreciate it. The future of business is center-aligned text. Dear God. Okay, let's look at this. This space right here is bigger than this space right here. This space up here looks like 1 pixel bigger than this space. This space down here, bigger than this space right here. Does this take away from the ethical nature, or does this add to the ethical nature of MLM? No, it does not. Are our eyes bleeding? Oh, every single other title was all caps. And now we decided to do upper and lowercase. Okay, where's our horizontal ruler? Does this matter, DC? I don't know. Okay, let's see. That is, stop. like 1.5 away from the picture, and then over 1.5. Wait, way over 1.5. So 22 to 23 and a half, over 24, almost 2.5. Because if you look over here, we're at 1.5 basically. RIP. We can actually measure stuff. This is incredible. We hate it. We hate it. We hate it. Yeah. Are they just going to read stuff? Also, something to take into account. When you have business names, you keep them together, right? So if you have, for example, Baker Hughes, you would do a soft return so that Baker Hughes could stay together. They've bolded 8.1 trillion. They should have done a soft return so that data could stay together. It's okay. But Rumi walked in and I was like, oh yeah, we're talking about this company that sells water filters that mess with pH. And she's like, oh, my mom has one of those. And I was like, Kangen? She walked in to ask her to help her move heavy stuff. But I was like, I'm technically not busy, but I want to watch this. Let's go. Hell yeah, you got things to do.
Now,
You're our chief science advisor.
only imagine where it's headed in the future. But think back just really quickly before we had social media. What was marketing? It's been commercials. It's been billboards. It's been advertisements on the radio.
One of y'all also had an incredible point yesterday about it was the photo on the slide with the computer and the coffee and the whatever else it was. And it's like, how is this water related? Or are you saying that this is how you run your business from a coffee shop, but the slide wasn't about necessarily running your business, so we were confused. The pictures that were selected are pretty wild. So we don't even know what this means. There's a phone that's taking a picture of what's on this little circular thing. Is it because it's a phone? Why wouldn't a hand? Oh, this is a tripod. Oh, y'all can't see it. This is a tripod, and it's doing a top-down photo. We can't see that. It would be better if someone had their hand and was texting, because that's what you're going to do all day in multi-level marketing. Oh, DC, you just have a bad idea of MLM. I was in MLM from 2014 to 2022. Tell me what I don't know about it. You just don't have the right mindset. You didn't really like it when you were in. Yeah, I did. I totally liked it when I was in. And is the coffee made with your magic unicorn water, or is it gasp tap water? Melissa, welcome to the snark. Hi, Michelle. 5 minutes is up. I'm being so productive with this timer, I can't even. Let's go and see what y'all voted. 93% yes. How many votes for no? End poll. 7% no. If you vote no, why do you vote no? And or if you don't want to say, that's fine. I'm trying to see if anybody. And Kate said yes. Remember to make sure you have your YouTube set up to accept gifted memberships for the channel. Best if you just look it up though, because it depends on a bunch of variables. Thank you so much, Kate. If we're, let me think, let me sleep on oh, thank you. That's a really good point. Too close to the real curse word. That is a great point. Let me sleep on it. I'll let y'all know tomorrow. Also, my hatred of odd numbers. What can someone put me out of my misery? Remember? Thank you so much. That's a really good point. Here we go. There it is.
So right now, you get on your phone, you have an infinite amount of things that you could be looking at. And instead of buying from that random celebrity commercial that you saw, you now follow this person on Instagram that you look up to that's actually able to send you a message back. You're able to have.
send you a message back or use an automated system based on words that they send you so that they get automated texts or messages. Or you have your assistant message people back. Monica.
A conversation with them, and yeah, you would much rather buy from that person, right? I know it's not just me, it's 88% of all of us, right? And another thing,
88% of consumers. It's interesting that they're pulling these data points out of their, in my opinion, their ass. Wouldn't this be a great space to put all of your sources that you cited? I mean, honestly, Perplexity can do it. Why can't you? By 2026. So next year's 2025. The year after that's 2026. Oh, there it is. Nielsen, Statista, Hootsuite. Sorry, I see it. I see where they cited their sources. I see it. It would be great if that was bolded. That would be great. My bad, Monica and Chris. I'm sorry you did cite your sources. Good for you. 0.5% of credit to your side of the argument.
People are too...
He's coming for Christmas, so I will workshop a new one. Although last time, one of the times when we were playing video games, Squirrel Trail, one of the times when we were playing video games, I'm not gonna lie, I had to put myself in timeout. Because we were trash talking and he told me that I was old and ugly, and I was like, I didn't expect to be this upset about my nephew saying that to me. But here we are. I'm a fully grown, functional, mostly regulated adult. And I had to be like, I need to take a break from FaceTiming with you right now because I'm about to say something that I regret. But yes, he's a good kid. He's a great kid. They all are. I just thought that was funny. Can y'all drop a 1 if I can tell you my horror story really quick about what happened at dinner last night? I really want y'all to drop a 1 because I really need to tell someone about this because my mom and my dad and my sister laughed at me. Which I hope this makes you laugh too. But, okay, here's the context that you need. I am sometimes not aware, feeling-wise, on my face or my fingers, surprisingly, since I'm sensitive, that I'm a messy eater, okay? So sometimes maybe food gets in my hair. It's just, I'm working on it, okay? So I surprisingly feel something on my face, and I brush it off my face. And it falls on my hair. And I'm like, oh, it's brown. And I'm looking at the meat to my left. And I look down at my plate of food I haven't touched yet. And I look around. Like, because I'd eaten a chip. Like, we were eating chips. So I was like, okay, that makes sense. Then I brushed it onto the floor. And it starts moving. When my mom had turned the fan on, a spider flew off one of the blades, hit me in the face, and I brushed it onto my hair, and then I brushed it into the ground. And I'm so sorry to Andy's web, but I did smash it, and I went like this. And my mom was like, oh, it's just a spider, it's fine. I was like, Mother, it was on my face. Because they were all laughing, and my mom's like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. Well, my dad wasn't laughing, and he's like, DC, I wasn't laughing. And I said, I appreciate that. I will hold your entire hand during the prayer then. Because he does sensory stuff too, because he finds it funny. So I only touch his finger with my finger during the prayer. Well, pinky. But I held his whole hand. I need Michael Scott screaming, no, God, no. Do I have that? Let's see. Sounds. The Office. I don't think I have it. I have it, but I don't have it loaded in. Bummer. Nope. I'm sorry. Andy's Web, I'm sorry. It was a reaction. And then I was like, Andy's Web is never going to forgive me. Plus, I watched that account with all the little puppies. With a little jumping spider, and the lady sings to them, and you can look at that they're actually like listening to the song. I reacted, and then I was like, oh my God, it was on me. I'm sorry. I'm trying to get over it watching the puppies, but it's difficult. It's a little difficult. Andy Swap, I'm so sorry. I understand if you need to unsubscribe. I do get it. I understand.
Times more likely to buy a product or join a business when they see a real life example of how it's improving your lifestyle. So if you think about how you
a lifestyle claim so that people can sign up for your alleged pyramid scheme.
It sounds like a get rich quick scheme.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah.
It's not a pyramid scheme. Raise your hand if you want to get rich.
No, how is this not a pyramid scheme?
You got here, you probably saw me or Chris or anybody else sharing what it is that we do on a daily basis and how we're able to live a life not having to ask someone when we can go to the bathroom.
Normally we will catch them and then move them outside. But I just had a visceral reaction to that's creepy crawly on my skin that was unexpected, and then it was in my hair, and my hair is brown, and after I flung it to the floor and it started moving, I crushed it, and then I was thinking to myself, what if it decided to take home in my hair and I would never find it again because it's brown? You see, that logic doesn't logic. It's the part of me that's still a child and afraid of butterflies and spiders was terrified.
Not having to ask someone for a lunch break, to go on vacation, to spend time with.
Oh, you can't go on vacation, but is the company going to pay for that vacation? Oh, wait, no, because you're in MLM. Are you going to get a base salary? Oh, no, because you're in MLM, you're 100% commission based. Are you going to get, what is that? 401k matching? Oh, yeah, no, you're in MLM. Are you going to get maternity leave? Oh, yeah. No. You're in an MLM. Okay. Yeah. I don't know.
Can I just ask you a question? I only want to ask you a question. Can I ask you a question? I'm just asking you a question. Can I ask you a question?
Oh, my God. Is she implying that at a 9-to-5, no one ever gets a lunch break? Yeah, I think they're required to in some states. You're also required to get breaks, even if you are hourly.
Your family and friends. Why would you go work with somebody that does not have what you want when you have people that do and they're open and ready to help you? And this is exactly why we do these masterclasses, you guys. It's fun for us to live this lifestyle and it's great. But when it's just a couple people, it really doesn't matter. It's all about who's there with you. And this is why we share this information, because if you look at this, e-commerce sales are projected to reach 8.1 trillion, not million, not billion, trillion.
Just because e-commerce sales are projected to be a specific number doesn't mean that you're going to be able to take up any of the market share of that number or a significant piece. Do you understand that, Monica? Hello? It's all about recruiting. It's all about recruiting. Why do you say that, DC? Well, why are they having these master classes to teach people how to sell? Oh, but they have those Zoom calls. They teach people how to sell these high ticket sale water filters. Okay, when they sign up anybody, they get a commission. Let me just look at this. I want to give y'all the exact info. Enagic comp plan. Oh, there's a new Enagic comp plan from your Kangen water guy. That's fun. Love it. Here we go. What? Why am I over to the side? DC, what are you doing? I don't know. Let me just turn these off so y'all can see something. Okay. Distributor compensation plan. This looks confusing. Why is it confusing? Because the company wins. The company always wins when you don't understand stuff. Can I just zoom out? There we go. Oh, that's it. Is this a comp plan or is this a price on the warranties? Is this what... Oh, this is what you get for selling the Anespa DX with a 3-year warranty. Commission 1P, D1 SP 195. First 6A, second and third 6A. That's all you get? SB Special Point is a bonus paid when you make a direct sale every 3 months. For commission on Enagic finance product, refer to the e-payment compensation plan. Okay, perfect. Enagic. Boy, incredible. So, initial D1 SP, 81 doll hairs. Payoff, D1 SP, 189 or $270. How much are these again? Oh, yeah, thousands and thousands of dollars, and you're not getting a bigger comp payout? Okay, here you go. Auto ship program, which is $880. Or is this the payout? We're going to have to watch one of these. This is like going on to... Oh, you have a broken link? Payoff commission will be as follows when balance becomes 0. For further information in regards to payoff commissions, please view this link. Backoffice.php section page Enagic policies. Okay. I'm just trying to see what the hell's going on. Oh, none of these are linked? So we can't just go directly to this thing? What did you do, Microsoft Word? Oh, it's underlined. Is this a hyperlink? No. Okay, we'll have to go over this later because we're never going to get through this video if we don't. Let me just zoom back out. God. No. No. We were so close. I've got... No. Floofcam. Perfect. Perfect.
In the next year, remember 2020 when we all had to shut down? We couldn't go outside. We couldn't go in the sun. Remember that time? And now, fast forward 5 years. It's been 5 years since that time. And in...
You know, it's 2024? I guess it's going to be 5 years, but it's not 5 years yet. Is she just being general? Hey, Eclectic Mima. Want to know how to get blocked immediately by a Hun? Screenshot and highlight the part of their company's policies and procedures. Oh, wait, I messed this up. Please hold. No. Where? There it is. Other companies' policies and procedures they're violating and put it in a comment on their post. Correct.
1 year, we're going to be in the trillions. I just literally think about that. I know sometimes we're so go in our life that we don't stop and think actually what is happening, because a lot of things are changing. It's not just this, it's not just the future of business, but it's also why people are trusting us. So remember,
are people trusting people in multi-level marketing? Oh, we've gone back to all caps. Be still, my beating heart. Oh, wait, you couldn't underline the little comma here? Why am I being critical of this? Because I can. Oh, you're just a hater. They call this a masterclass. Normally, masterclass would mean that you are at the top of your field, in my opinion. If you've actually ever had a masterclass subscription where they bring in some of the top people in different categories and create trainings, the trainings, the accompanied documents to go along with the trainings, the video, everything is top tier. And this is our masterclass we're stuck with. We're literally in water hell right now, which I guess is an oxymoron, but we're here and we don't like it. Consistency has never been in the room. The random woman on the random laptop, I guess this means that they're part of a diverse something or other. They care about diversity. Is that what I should be getting from this?
Earlier when I said type in brand.
Oh, let me just do a screenshot for y'all. Diversity, right? About me. They just went with a random picture. Diversity, right? Isn't that what this means? Interesting. That's what I get from it. Absolutely just, it's a burn. Master classes are also usually interesting. Hi, Sam. Hey, bro. We scam everyone equally. Exactly, Broken Waffles. Wouldn't this have been a more interesting presentation for them to do here's some water, and here's us doing it to 11.8, and here's how we clean stuff, and look how effective it is, and let me swipe one of those things that tell us if there's bacteria or E. coli on it. Look, our product's incredible. Instead, we're looking at an awful PowerPoint presentation.
And if you've learned about a brand, if you know what it is, maybe you don't. Maybe put a question mark if you're I've heard of it, but I don't really know. Maybe I don't really know how to do it. So first of all, what is a personal brand? Because this is exactly how you are able to monetize your social media. Like I said, those influencers that have millions of followers that can barely make money online, their personal brand is not as strong when it comes to...
No. They're not able to monetize their social media because their engagement rates are absolute shit, because some of them buy their followers, and companies are not going to spend a crap ton of money on someone whose CPM is shit. There are micro influencers with less than 10,000 subscribers, on Instagram and TikTok. They seem to have a better trust bond with their followers. And so if they recommend something because they're in tune with what their subscribers like, the brand, if the influencer says yeah, this is something my followers will like, they get a better return on investment for that. What do I know? Apparently nothing.
Sharing what says here, unique experiences, values, and interests. No longer do people want to just see a pretty picture of some girl in a bikini. No offense to anybody that shares that, because it's great to share whatever you're doing. But think about it. If you're sharing your unique values, interests, experiences, that's going to create other people who are oh, I believe in that same thing too. Oh, you're using this brand. I'm using this brand too. Wow, I didn't think that there were other people that thought the way that I did in this world. If you're a black sheep, you may not have those people in real life, but you can find them online. And that's what...
Join Enagic Be a black sheep and find other black sheep. Is that the TLDR of this? Think about it. Write that down. We have a little write that down emote too. Although I did find a Greg emote that we're going to upload soon.
Trust, authority, and reliability. So that's the first part. Now, once you have that trust, authority, and reliability, you get to connect with others. And this is what easily allows you to share, which is basically selling without being salesy. You don't have to be pushy with people. You don't have, like, again, with the restaurant example, you're just sharing what you love, and people love that you love the same things. And so
why don't you show how to share on this Zoom call so people who are interested in the opportunity could say, wow, I can do that. I can be excited about a filter, even though it's hella expensive, when I can show that it does this, whatever it does. Instead, they're trying to convince me that social media is good, social media is how I'm going to sell the product and build a personal brand. And the water's going to cure stuff that water doesn't cure. Cool. Neat. Neato. Your pool should be filled with Kangen water. Bikini, half on.
They're going to start loving what you love. Because they're like, oh, the fajitas? I'm going to get the fajitas. Monica said that the fajitas were amazing.
Oh, they're going to start loving what you love. Guess what? We here on my channel, Anti-MLM, we go about it a lot of different ways. Also, there's a diverse group of people here. We don't agree on all the same things, and we don't have to. Yeah, shared values, I guess, of let's not take advantage of people, but we don't have to like the same things. We don't have to like the same colors. We don't have to have the same interests. We don't even have to like the same food. We all might have voted differently as well. I think it's like, yeah, we're going to find a group of functional, regulated individuals who care that maybe their opinions are founded by facts and they're interested in hearing information that may change their opinion and they're willing to learn and pivot. I don't know why y'all are here. I just don't think that we all agree on the same stuff. But we're kind of united by civility and respect. Also, I just threw my Kleenex away left-handed into my trash can and I made it in, and I'm so proud of myself. We may also like squirrel trails. That's probably one thing we all agree on. Maybe some of us like squirrel trails a little less, but we do like squirrel trails. Classic Canadian injury. Oh no. I love that you curl. My cousin curls. I could watch curling all day long. I'm also so sorry that you fractured your ankle. And I saw that and I just got excited about curling and I forgot to share my empathy first. I'm sorry. So sorry.
Amazing. So obviously I'm going to get the fajitas, right? This is your money generator. Now, last statistic that I want to share is 85% of successful distributors, AKA people that are doing.
You're going to cite the Direct Selling Association. Eye roll of a lifetime. The DSA? Okay. The DSA? I don't even know. The DSA is made up of people and CEOs and upper echelon individuals who are in multi-level marketing, and the kind of board that makes up the DSA are those individuals. And so they have a vested interest in keeping MLMs alive and well. And they say that they keep them in check as well. I disagree. We can have differing opinions about that. They focus on lobbying efforts against regulations that could impact MLM companies. The I'll just read this. I'll read this info. The Direct Selling Association, the DSA, is a trade organization that represents direct selling companies, particularly those using multi-level marketing compensation plans. It was founded to promote, protect, and police the direct selling industry, helping companies and their independent sales force succeed. The DSA engages in public relations, lobbying efforts, and educational initiatives to foster a favorable public image and ensure compliance with regulations. I'm going to air quote that last statement. Lobbying against regulation. The DSA is criticized for its lobbying efforts against regulations that could impact MLM companies. Critics argue that these efforts prioritize the interests of member companies over consumer protection. Independent contractor status. The DSA opposes regulations that would change the classification of direct sellers from independent contractors to employees. This stance has been criticized for potentially undermining worker rights and protections. There's ethical concerns. That's so fun. Despite having a code of ethics, the DSA faces criticism for not adequately addressing issues like misleading earnings claims and complex compensation structures within MLMs. Critics argue, hello, I'm a critic, that these practices can exploit participants. Oh, you don't say. Public perception, the DSA is often associated with defending MLMs, which are sometimes compared to pyramid schemes. This association can lead to negative public perception and skepticism about the legitimacy of direct selling as a business model. Overall, while the DSA aims to support and regulate the direct selling industry, it faces criticism for its regulatory stances and perceived prioritization of company interests over consumer and worker protections. And where did I get that information from? Number one, World of Direct Selling. That's the first one. Where did my little links go? We got it from... Here, can I just see the links? Nope, sure can't. Britannica. No, not Britannica. Sorry, I went too high. Sorry. World of Direct Selling, the DSA, Wikipedia, the DSA, like the facts about direct selling code of ethics, and World of Direct Selling. A lot of this came from the Direct Selling Association, which is interesting. It's just interesting to me.
A personal brand and they are selling, they say that that brand was a key factor in their growth. So just think about that. You get to show up online. You get to be yourself. You get to share the things that are very interesting to you, your experiences, your values, and you get to share products that you love, and then you get paid for it.
You get paid for it if you sell a product. You don't get paid for sharing what you love and sharing the product. If someone buys, then you get paid. That's it. You don't get paid for just posting content. Monica is making it seem like you get paid just for existing on social media, and that's not the case. I could make content on YouTube, and I have, where it doesn't perform well, and guess what? I don't get paid for it because AdSense on it is like 0 because nobody watches it. Sometimes people do watch it. And another way I quote unquote get paid, I guess not quote unquote, but another way I get paid is memberships. Y'all support me financially, which I am very appreciative of, and some of y'all also pay for other people to have memberships, which I'm very appreciative of. AdSense from Google pays me, and then memberships pay me.
Do we see this? Do you see this? Type in a yes.
And then with brand too, I think it's important to know, because sometimes we hear that word and we kind of blow it up and we overwhelm ourselves because we think about Apple, Amazon, Nike, Adidas, all of these giant brands with millions of followers and paid athletes. And like, well, why would someone want to listen to me? Why would someone want to hear me talk? Why would someone want to hear what I have to say? Like, well, I had never built a business before.
I'm glad.
I'm just a stay-at-home mom, or I just work a construction job. There's nothing fancy about my life. I'm not too motivated. And if those are your thoughts, you have two options. You can continue to keep having those beliefs, or say, you know what? Maybe the way I see construction is pretty valuable. Well, maybe I can give a few tips for other stay-at-home moms out there. Remember that the ability, the gift is transmutation, of taking a limit and putting uncapped potential.
What is, I'm sorry. I'm trying to, I'm looking up what transmutation is because I do not know. Transmutation generally involves the transformation of one substance, form, or condition into another. Nuclear transmutation in chemistry and physics specifically refers to the conversion of one chemical element or isotope into another. This can occur naturally through radioactive decay or be induced artificially in nuclear reactions. For example, uranium can decay into thorium by emitting an alpha particle. Historically, transmutation was associated with alchemy, where it was believed that base metals could be transformed into gold or silver. Obviously, debunked. Property law, in legal terms, transmutation can refer to the conversion of separate property into marital property or vice versa through agreement between spouses. Overall, transmutation encompasses a wide range of transformations, from chemical and physical changes at the atomic level to more abstract changes in legal property status. If y'all already know what those mean, great. I'm glad that y'all are smart. I need some dictionary help.
And so your brand
Delilah's in the floof cam.
is literally you. It's not your logo. It's not your colors. It's not your slogans. It's not your followers. It's just you. And we all had to start somewhere.
Yeah, we definitely all had to start somewhere. Is that why this PowerPoint presentation is awful? Because it's not the logo. It's not how good you present yourself. It's not the consistency. It's not anything. Oh, wait, do we need our ruler? Sure. Look at this. Where's our vertical ruler? We're looking at this space. So we've got about, we'll just give it a centimeter, the 25 to the 26. Do y'all see that? And then we're going to go down here, the 23. I could reverse it. The 23, a whole one goes to the 22, a little bit more, 22 and a half. So 1.5. Why do you care, DC? This is a masterclass. What are we doing? Can I also ask? I'm going to duplicate this and just vertical ruler, right. Okay. Okay. We're looking at the distance from the top of the picture to the top of the first of all, what is it? It's a little under 8. Okay? Then we look at the bottom distance, the 22, to the bottom of the text. It's like 1 and a little over 1. Why wouldn't this picture go all the way to the top of, first of all, what is it? Why wouldn't these all be on separate slides? Why is this the most effective way to present information to people who are learning about your company? I don't know. He has 124,000. I don't know if he actually has those followers in real life, but yeah, don't touch the poop. Kate already recommended not touching the poop. Oh, rip. Why do we say not touch the poop? Because they're already defensive about anti-MLM. It's difficult to have an actual conversation where you go into somebody else's space and tell them, hey, guess what? The way that you're earning money, fuckery. Hey, guess what? The way you're not earning money, but you're totally committed to, fuckery. They're not receptive to it. I was the most receptive when I went out and searched for answers, and I stumbled on to anti-MLM, and I kept watching. So the best thing we can do is make sure the live chat remains safe for people. Give honest feedback. So when a product is good, like that Sensi R2D2, you tell them, and then it's also like the compensation model is broken. It's unethical. And I'm sorry if that makes you uncomfortable. Here's why I think it's unethical. And you can decide for yourself. You're the best person to have the last word on your own behavior because you're the one that's going to have to suffer the consequences of it. That sounds harsh. That it is what it is, in my opinion. Hi, Aya.
And it's being your own authentic self. It's sharing the good and the bad. It's letting people in on the process. It's sharing your likes and interests, like Monica said, because let's put it this way, compared to mainstream media or television, which has been the #1 way of branding that has been being developed, commercials, advertisements. It's like, how often do you guys see a pharmaceutical commercial if you're watching TV? How often do you see the same Coca-Cola commercial on TV?
A lot of people don't see ads anymore because they pay not to see ads, but continue on. The pharmaceutical companies are doing things in a lot different way. Like it's not, you're not always trying to change public perception from a business to a consumer. A lot of times you're addressing that with doctors. So you're going from the pharmaceutical company to the doctor, teaching about the new drug that they've developed, and then the doctor deciding if they're going to recommend that to someone. From what I understand, I could be wrong. We mostly watch streaming, so never? Oh, God. Character limits are also a gift. Yes.
Branding is more so, and marketing is just a repetition over and over and over and over. So what's difficult is...
Yes, it's over and over and over and over again, but you can also get on the other side, the unethical side, of repetition fallacies. We'll wait for it to load. Look at that floof. We've relinked stuff, so it's just going to take a second for the first time to play. It's a baby. It's a cat. Look at that regal little floof. Also, does anyone want to like this, us to 58? That'd be cool. Repetition, let's go. Please play. In the process of fixing my camera.
What is the repetition fallacy? Repetition is repeating a message loudly and very often in the hope that we will believe it. Sometimes the form of this propaganda can't be noticed from only a single quotation. Repetition is also being used when we are bombarded constantly with someone's viewpoint. The person thinks that if they tell us their viewpoint often, then people will believe it.
We, for some reason, went from repetition to the exigency fallacy, so sorry about that. We're still working on it. I'm going to have to check all these later. That's okay. We're not going to get derailed because I messed up again.
That sometimes in person, it's hard to do that because that means we have to be everywhere all the time. That's exhausting. Constantly trying to catch up and keep up with people in person. Social media, you can hit a share button and share it at 100 people in one moment. And so when you really look at the potential that you can have, you start building the trust, then you start sharing what you love. There's this thing like, you guys have heard this before, like attraction marketing. It's like, oh, like Monica said, Chris believes in that. I believe in that too. What else does he believe in? What else is he into? How will this help me? Is this something I can do? Can it something I can build? Well, I'm interested in that.
If someone is interested in making themselves like the person they're watching on social media, I understand. Maybe you have the same problem that I have. Sensory issues. Example, I wear slides a lot because if my sneakers if they feel different from the laces, I don't like wearing them. I like bread laces because they're elastic laces and they don't suffocate my feet, and I can just slip them on and they, for the most part, feel the same because I'm not having to tie them differently every time. Some of y'all like those. Some of y'all have ordered them. That's fine. Cool. I like sharing stuff that's helped me. Other influencers, it's a hit or miss. They like sharing stuff that's helped them, or they like sharing stuff that they get paid for, but the influencer probably knows what their audience likes, and hopefully they have some discretion in not sharing everything under the sun. The body people don't seem to know what that discretion is. But some influencers do have discretion. We get ads for like cold meds, but less for drink pills or dink pills. Oh, God. Bye, coconuts.
From the same background. I was a trainer. I used to be. So you start finding ways to actually relate. You connect, relate, and that's what's so powerful about social media. And then
you connect and relate strategically to manipulate people. That's fuckery. What?
All of a sudden now, people are going to say, hey, what is that on your kitchen counter? Or like, hey, where did you buy that? Hey, where did you get that filter? Hey, where did you buy that supplement? Hey, how do I get one? And that's what's really cool, because now that's an energy exchange. You're learning from other people. Hey, what works for you? They're asking you what works for you as well. And so that's why the personal brand is powerful. It's not about the logo, the catchphrase, or anything. It's about you just starting with where you're at and being open to sharing. And you'd be surprised. I think some of the biggest pages on Instagram, monetizing or not, are some of the most simple, down-to-earth people that just share the basic stuff. How they cook their food, how they do their laundry, tips and tricks when commuting to work. It's like little things, because it's so much more relatable than when some celebrity or some paid actor or some news anchor tells you. If me, Monica, or your neighbor, a friend that is into the same things you are, how much more relatable is that?
Wendy.
And that's what a brand is all about, being relatable to everyday people, not being better or not being on a pedestal, is being literally on a level playing field. And that's what social media can bring all of you guys once you start seeing it.
So that is one paradigm shift. Let's talk a little bit more.
Have all of the titles been italicized? Here, what time are we at? We're at 44. We're at 40:40. Nope. That's one size. And it's straight up and down. Bold, italicized. Not bold, straight up and down. Not bold, straight up and down. Italicized. Consistency who? Oh, you just need to be consistent and show up, but we can't even make a good PowerPoint. And he's going to say, oh, but it's relatable that we made an awful PowerPoint, that you could make an awful PowerPoint and recruit people too. If you're being asked to separate from your money a large chunk of money, then the ask needs to be better executed than what we are seeing right now, in my opinion.
So that is one paradigm shift. Let's talk a little bit more about some of these other paradigm shifts that now that we're so used to this lifestyle, we might forget, like what came before Netflix, what came before Instagram. And so
Blockbuster, Hollywood, the internet, AOL Instant Messenger, what is it called? Forums? No? In-person things? Everyone who's younger, significantly younger than me, is going to be like, what are you talking about, DC? Okay, let's look at this. So the bottom of business is at the 8. Then it's a little bit bigger than the 11. So 8 to 9, 9 to 10, 10 to the 11. So 3 and change, right? The bottom of the 8's on the R. 8 to the 9, 9 to the 10. Oh, it's way shorter than the 11. Okay, cool. The bottom of the 8 to the F, 8 to 9, 9 to 10, 10 to the 11, 11 and over 11 and a half and change. So maybe I'm wrong, but they're all fuckery. Yep. Nothing's consistent. Did you know that in Canva, you can make consistent blocks that will receive images and size them for you? Why does it matter? This would have been more successful if they said, here's the next part, business paradigm shifts. That was on a slide by itself. Next slide. What came before these? Next slide. Netflix, Instagram, Amazon. Oh, before Amazon, you bought stuff in store. The phone picture, God, it's awful.
Social media, what came before Amazon? Right now, at the click of a button, we can get something in 3 hours delivered. We can get something overnight. But before this was a thing, we had to go to the store. We had to actually get in our car, go to the store, look at the options, decide which option to choose. We couldn't filter by color. We couldn't filter none of that, right? What came before Netflix? You guys remember
man.
Blockbuster?
Blockbuster, Hollywood Video. Oh, before that, drive-in movie theaters. I don't know. Wait, let's see when Blockbuster was created. When were movie rental stores created? $1975 is the earlier, kind of the earliest idea of sharing Super 8 films. The first video station in the United States was opened in 1977. 87, 97, 2007, 2017. Not even 50 years ago, but close. Interesting.
Come on.
Does anybody remember Blockbuster? Type in
Rent it.
Blockbuster if you remember Blockbuster, right? Because now,
VHS.
yeah, exactly. We're having to rewind the tape. You remember having to rewind the tape if you wanted to rewatch whatever it was, right? Now it's literally a click of a finger.
Why is she going like this to rewind the tape when like your VCR would rewind it? Analog TV? Yes. Can someone? Monica? Hello? You knew you had the rewind button on the VCR, right? No? Oh, cute, Sam.
These are all paradigm shifts that technology is creating for us. And not only these, because there's so many different examples. We have.
Is the paradigm shift the center aligned text and the inconsistent titles? I honestly, like, yeah, my brain's a little quirky. I can't stop looking at that, and it's hard to focus on the message because the information is presented so inconsistently. So I know that people who are in MLM are listening to the message, and it's probably resonating with them. And I can't get over the fact that this is what I'm looking at. Like, why? Do y'all see this little blur mess up? Is this supposed to be a piece of paper? Do y'all see that? What the fuck is, it's an arrow. Because obviously we didn't have any arrows in Canva that we could have done. Oh, wait, here. I'll show you. Canva. I'm opening Canva right now. And I know she's in Canva because of how the arrow button is on her screen on title design. Oops. Let me do this. And see if that's better. Save. No, download. Now. Download. Please hold. PNG. All right. Let's say we're here. Oh. Okay. You can go to elements and you can go to arrow. And you could say, okay, I want graphics. And you could do this one, or you could change the color. Whatever. Green. You can go back to your search. You could do emoji arrow. Oh, look at that. Huh. Cool. And you know when we were talking about the phone that they messed up yesterday, that's how they messed it up. Because they're trying to size it up. And you might just say like, oh, I messed it up too bad. Doing it from the corner is what's going to, y'all can't see it. Doing it from the corner. And even if you wanted to do, you had to do this. Let's say you had to, let's say you had to do this. What are they even typing over here? Physical marketing and social media marketing. And they did whatever. Hyphen, arrow. Like, let's say you needed that space, right? I'm just... Whoa. I'm going to put it up here. Oh, God. I'm just trying to show you, like, how easy. I'm sure I'm not making it look easy. I'm sorry. I'm zoomed in because of the deal. Hold on. I'm trying to show y'all. Okay. Let's say you wanted to go to your elements and you wanted to add something interesting. You could just cover up, bring it to front, and it would preserve your space on there. I know that's my font, not theirs, but you know what I'm saying. And you could just use your arrow keys on your keyboard and make it exactly. And so then you would say, okay, how do I make this even? You just group these two elements together. Group. And you're selecting and you're grouping. And then you're grouping. And then you select them all. And you say position. And you would say align them vertically so they're even. Oh my God, how difficult is that? We don't know. Use Google then. Sorry. Got a little emotional there for a second. Rip.
Systemic paradigm shifts. So again, we talked about the physical marketing.
Yep.
Now we have social media marketing. Now we have at the click of a button,
You still have physical marketing. You still have physical marketing. You still have physical marketing in the world.
Chris said, being able to share it to hundreds, thousands, hundreds.
Now, is it better than maybe billboards or advertising in magazines? Yeah.
Hundreds of thousands, millions of people, because you never know when something's going to pop off. Same thing with corporate America. So many people are so tired of just being a number in a company's system rather than actually sharing with people to people.
So people are tired of being a number in a system. You mean like email marketing or what? Like getting calls from a physical corporation? Magazines still exist, yes. Is advertising on social media more effective than magazine advertising? I would say the numbers would indicate yes, but magazine advertising still happens.
Whether it's your friends, whether it's your family, or maybe new connections, like how Chris and I met through social media. Again, without Instagram, I would not be sitting here and I would not know who Chris is. I probably would have never met him.
Very true. Yeah, it's very true.
Oh boy, we could only hope that Water Jesus wouldn't have access to people and take advantage of them, in my opinion.
Yeah, and it's like, imagine investing in Apple, Amazon, all these companies when they were $1.
Okay. Kangen's been around since 1974? Okay, when did Enagic start? 1974 in Okinawa, Japan. As a specialty trading operation under Sony, which later evolved into the company known today as Enagic. It specializes in manufacturing water ionization systems, particularly known for its Kangen water machines. Interesting.
It's like, that's your opportunity now. Just with a different potential and different opportunity. So like Monica said, the way the world is changing very, very quickly, from physical marketing to social media, corporate to people, mainstream to word of mouth.
Justice for the shitty arrow, that's for sure.
More believable when we share it that we use these products and services. The only way to make money is an employment job, a 9 to 5, when really there's many ways to generate wealth, part-time or full-time, online, offline. And then the last one, which I'm sure a lot of you are waking up to, the health in this country. We've got a health issue.
Allopathic health, and then we're going to holistic health. Amy, is the raging? Oh no. I almost crashed my computer last night, so I had to close all of my Word docs. And I was so confused on why they weren't open because I briefly forgot that. RIP. Does everyone know what allopathic means, or can we go? Do you want to Google it? Allopathic is like traditional health that is backed by scientific data. There is a place for holistic health, but it's MLMs kind of operate under the holistic health umbrella. I was making the top of an umbrella like this. And They seem to get away with things that they shouldn't be able to get away with. Oh, where's the DSA? Are y'all keeping them in check? Oh, I forgot. Sorry. It doesn't seem like you are. DC, you can't compare above-the-line advertising and traditional advertising to digital and online. Traditional builds brand trust and cover. Digital might just do the push to buy, but can be ignored. Yes, I disagree. I don't think... I think there are brands that have been built specifically just from digital. I think you're right that there has been a lot of good and a lot of effectiveness that comes from traditional advertising and above the line advertising. I'm not gonna... I think that your ability to get in front of someone via a phone and advertising on someone's phone, not everyone's on their phone, I get that, has huge potential, and there have been big brands built strictly online. And so I see what you're saying. I agree with a lot of it. I don't agree that maybe I don't agree that you can't compare them. I think because technology has made such a jump that the way we advertise has changed. But that's just me. I think both sides are good. I just think I personally think that digital can be and currently is more effective, but that's just me. We can disagree. We both have the right to believe different things and have different principles and like have different ideas about something. And I love a good conversation back and forth. So if ever I'm like, no, I don't agree with that, it's not like, oh my God, your differing opinion is not welcome here, because of course it is.
Issues, not going political or anything like that, but there is an awakening happening of what's been done to our food, our water, our air.
Oh, there it is. I'm going to rewind it.
Ways to generate wealth, part-time or full-time, online, offline. And then the last one, which I'm sure a lot of you are waking up to, the health in this country. We've got health issues, not going political or anything like that, but there is an awakening happening of what's been done to our food, our water, our air, our supplements, our clothing, our soil, pesticides and chemicals and farm.
I don't think you've ever talked to, and maybe you have, the whole GMO, pesticide, all this other stuff conversation is more nuanced than the people who are using fear to convince you of something else. I think that's the fear fallacy, appeal to fear. Where is it? Repetition, appeal to fear.
What is the appeal to fear fallacy? Appeal to fear is a propaganda technique. Appeal to fear is used when someone makes you fear the consequences of not doing what they want. It is never good to act out of fear. However, fear is a strong motivator. When people fear something, they tend to not think matters through. They think out of cringe reflex. Help, something bad could happen. An appeal to fear is not being used when somebody threatens us but doesn't try to change our opinion.
Anyways, him saying, oh my God, the soil, is taking care of the earth important? Of course. Does the nuance need to be included? Yeah. GMOs have made food more accessible to people where those food items don't grow in that area without them being genetically modified. There's also other stuff more resilient to disease, and we can disagree that, okay, you don't want to ingest something that's been genetically modified. Okay. But let's share information that has scientific backing, or let's share information that is not propelled by fear. Just that the air is more like from cars and stuff, that there's more pollution and All the things.
Pharmaceuticals and how we manage and treat disease and so forth. So we're going from allopathic to a holistic based healthcare system. And I'm sure a lot of you can resonate with that. So again, it's about seeing where we've been, know where we are today, and most importantly, what's coming next. And the sooner you can make sure that future becomes the present for you and get involved early, like Monica will share later, it's like 6 months from now, a year, 2 years from now, you're going to be glad you started. And the last thing you want to say is, I wish I did it sooner. Because I say it to this day. I wish I started my business sooner. I wish I knew this sooner. I wish I had knew about X, Y, and Z sooner. But we don't want that to be the case for you. We've done it for 4 or 5 years. Let us time travel and come back in our little, DeLorean and Back to the Future and whisper in your ear and say, hey, this is what's coming. Hey, we're just tapping you on the shoulder. Some people.
You got to do this. You got to do this. You got to do this right now. That's a fallacy. That's a exigency fallacy.
Won't see it. Some people that do, but the best thing for success is being ahead of the shifts before they start.
Exactly. Now,
people who are afraid of GMO foods are nervous that the genetically modified whatever is doing something dangerous to their body. That's the fear. Oh, look at this. Unhappy employees find tough job market. The next millionaires. The emerging industries of wellness and direct selling are combining to create the next generation of wealth, by Paul Zane Pilzer. Finding a job is getting harder even in the strong labor market. It's just a mess, says Recruiting Pro. Published 2024 online, updated February 16th, 2024. Oh, published and updated 3 hours later. And I say interesting. Okay.
Let's ask somebody who's been studying business and health, right? Because
who is Paul Zane Pilzer? Paul Zane Pilzer is an American economist, New York Times bestselling author, and social entrepreneur. Born on January 17th, 1954 in Brooklyn, New York, Pilzer has written 13 books, we don't give a shit, and founded 6 companies. He earned a BA in journalism from Lehigh University and had an MBA from the Wharton School of the University of Pennsylvania. Pilzer became Citibank's youngest officer at age 22 and its youngest vice president at age 25. Throughout his career, Pilzer has served as an adjunct professor at New York University and was an economic advisor to 2 U.S. presidential administrations. He is known for his work in the fields of software, education, and healthcare, having founded companies like Zane Benefits, now PeopleKeep, and Extend Health. Pilzer's notable publications include Unlimited Wealth, God Wants You to Be Rich, The New Wellness Revolution, and The Next Millionaires. His work often explores themes of economic growth, wellness, and innovative business models. He has been profiled in numerous publications and has appeared on various platforms to discuss economic trends and opportunities. No. I'm just seeing the other side of the coin. Paul Zane Pilzer has faced criticism primarily for his economic theories and proposals, which some find overly optimistic and impractical. He questionable assertions, overstatement and hyperbole, impractical proposals, and controversial views. His analysis of economic situations, such as predicting Japan's economic disaster, and his views on the fitness industry catering only to fit individuals, have sparked debate and criticism. You don't say. Interesting.
You can hear it from Chris and I, great, but let's ask an economist. This is Paul Zane Pilsner right here, and he wrote
It's not Pilsner, it's Pilzer.
this article titled The Next Millionaires. You'll see it right here, The Emerging Industries of Wellness.
Is there an appeal to religion fallacy? Because there should be. Misusing religion to push bullshit. Let's see. I'm going to see what the other names are and see if we have one of there. Appeal to faith, argumentation of ad fidem, divine fallacy, or appeal to holy scriptures. The fallacy occurs when someone argues that a statement must be accepted as true based solely on faith, without logical or empirical evidence. It is a form of circular reasoning where the truth of a proposition is asserted based on belief rather than proof. We do have circular reasoning fallacy, I think. We'll wait for it to load. The argumentum ad fidem, also known as the appeal to faith, this rhetorical strategy asserts the truth of a proposition by relying.
What is the circular reasoning fallacy? An argument which says P is true because Q is true, and Q is true because P is true, is using circular reasoning.
So it's a type. So the appeal to faith is a type of circular reasoning. Divine fallacy, this occurs when someone assumes that because they cannot understand something, it must be attributed to divine intervention or explanation. It often involves dismissing scientific findings in favor of supernatural explanations. Appeal to Holy Scriptures is this fallacy involves assuming that everything written in religious texts must be true because they are believed to come from a divine source. These fallacies are criticized for relying on subjective belief systems without engaging in logical reasoning or evidence. They often deflect arguments by appealing to personal beliefs rather than addressing empirical data or rational discourse. Recognizing these fallacies is important for fostering productive dialogue based on evidence rather than solely on faith. And let me just say one thing. There are functional, regulated individuals who are ethical, whatever, ethical Christians, ethical Muslim, ethical Jewish people, ethical. I think it's Hindu, like whatever religion. You look at it and say, is this destructive to somebody else? Meaning, does my religion take away somebody else's right for autonomy or for to choose their own beliefs? Cool. You can choose to be a part of a community of faith and still not take advantage of people, not harm other people. Demi said a lot of, if not all of our domestic food crops and livestock exist because of selective breeding, and many crops come from the same original plant. Yeah, for sure.
And direct selling are combining to create the next generation of wealth, because we see every day in the news, online articles, how difficult it is to get a job, even if you have years and years of experience.
I think tolerance partly, but also you're saying, I hear what you're saying. I don't agree with it. And we can still share space if we are going to acknowledge the humanity in one another. It doesn't mean that I have to believe the same thing. One of my kind of Bill of Rights things that I was writing down because we had to in therapy is like, I have the right to believe differently than you do. Because before I would try to pick up everybody's belief as my own or always change my belief to fit in with other people. We can believe different things, for sure. And I hope that mine belief is not harming you. And I hope we can have conversations if you think it is.
people that are senior level positions are struggling to find a job. And it's like, you can rely on another company, totally, if that's your thing. But I'm willing to guess that if you're on this webinar, you're open to something else. You're open to figuring out how I can be my healthiest, happiest, and wealthiest self. And like Chris said, it's not always about the flashy lifestyle. Yes, if you want that, that's great. But sometimes it's waking up without an alarm clock. Sometimes it's taking a day off because your kids don't feel good and they need their parent more than anything right now, instead of having to go clock in and clock out for somebody else, right?
Okay. So you're saying that if you can't do it in MLM, then that option wouldn't be available to you in a 9-to-5? That's an either or fallacy? I keep saying, like, the reason I'm bringing this up is that these informal logical fallacies, they are using it to get you to sign up for something that's going to ask you to part with a lot of your money. And I'm trying to say, hey, this has been established as a type of fallacy, and when used, it's not good. It's a part of information control. Either or, I know this has spelling issues on it, so I'm so sorry.
What is an either or fallacy? When someone asserts that we must choose between two things, when in fact we have more than two alternatives, they are using the either or fallacy.
It's not
Oh,
ma'am. It's not. It's obviously not perfect, but I think that they're using that here.
If you follow people who've been studying this information, as an economist, I deal with large-scale trends, often measured in billions or trillions. There's that number again, trillions of dollars, you guys. It's not just Chris and I sharing this because we've had success. This is where the world is headed. And that's why I said earlier on this webinar, we are sharing the business of the future, because we really are looking into what's happening and bringing it here and saying, okay, let's start this.
What about making sure that the medical field is fully staffed? What about putting kind of our money where our mouth is and making sure that the occupations that help serve individuals and their health, that we reward those jobs by looking at debt forgiveness or incentives to have the best minds in those places. I'm not saying that they're not there. I'm saying that we're short-staffed. At least here in the U.S., people are short-staffed, and MLMs are saying, oh, yeah, you nurses and teachers, you should come over here. You should come do MLM. Okay, who's replacing those individuals? It's a question to ask. It's a question to be curious about. If every single job needs to be left and those people need to join MLMs, what happens with the gaps that occur in those fields?
Let's do this thing instead of waiting, just like Chris was saying right now. Now, it's not just...
Oh, dear God. There's no question consumers will go from bottled water to ionizers. Also, so you could figure out what an emoji was. What the hell is this line through your presentation? Letting? Awful. You could have used this as bullet points, left aligned. Oh, these are actual points. They're not just the worst, an awful spaced paragraph that's center aligned. These were bullet points. Don't be a doctor, join an MLM. Yikes. Single use, poor health option, bad for the planet, full of plastic? No shit. What do you mean full of plastic? Like it's plastic and it's full of water? What do you mean? Is the water full of plastic?
It's not just
I know that there's particles that can get into the water from plastic. I get that. I do use stainless steel. I'm just saying I'm interested to see what her logic is.
marketing, it's not just Netflix, it's not just Amazon, right? When it comes to our health, with holistic health, there is absolutely no question that consumers are going to go from bottled water to ionizers. Why? Look at the pros and cons, you guys. It's literally a no-brainer. With bottled water,
Could we not do the arrows? Could we not have carried the arrows over into this slide? I'm really interested in the hyphen and the greater than symbol. I really am.
you have single use. It's very questionable how healthy that water is because we've tested it and we've seen the results. It's
Wait, okay. So what is it called? Does plastic from plastic water bottles leach into the water inside those water bottles? Yes, plastic from water bottles can leach into the water inside them. Various studies have shown that chemicals can leach from plastic bottles into the water, especially when exposed to heat or when the bottles are reused. Interesting. Types of plastic. Most plastic water bottles are made from polyethylene, terephthalate, PET. While PET is generally considered safe, it can still leach chemicals such as antimony and bisphenol A, BPA, into the water. These links... I'm trying to click on a link for y'all. Where's the links? One came from a law site, columbia.edu, harvard.edu. Harvard is kind of questionable with their stuff they've posted, but that's fine. SNE Explorers, New Atlas, Plastic Pollution Coalition, Frizz Life, and USA Today. So, heat significantly increases the rate of chemical leaching. The chemicals that can leach include heavy metals like antimony and lead, hormone disruptors like BPA, and other potentially harmful substances such as plasticizers and antioxidants. Some studies have identified hundreds of different chemicals leaching into water from plastic bottles. While the exact health risks from these chemicals are still being studied, some of them are known to disrupt. Some are known to disrupt hormones and potentially cause other health issues. The presence of microplastics in bottled water is also a concern for human health. Overall, while plastic water bottles are convenient, there is evidence that they can leach chemicals into the water they contain, particularly under the certain conditions like heat exposure or repeated use. Interesting. What is the obsession with money? Like it's the only thing that brings satisfaction to life. Yeah, that's a great question. Tenacious P. That's a great question. I think it's maybe their focus. I think they're coming from it from an example of their target market is people who don't have enough money. So that's the point that they're driving home.
Terrible for the planet. Have you guys seen the big plastic patches in the oceans? Literally miles and miles of plastic waste and trash. When we throw things away or we recycle them, there's an away. It doesn't just go into the ethers when the trash people pick it up. There is actually an away, and that away is our planet. It's full of plastic. It's full of microplastics. We're finding microplastics in utero now, so we are literally sharing it with the next generation in the really worst way. And
what? Microplastics. Recent studies have raised concerns about the presence and impact of microplastics in utero, particularly regarding their effects on pregnancy and fetal development. There's presence in placenta tissue, there's impact on fetal development, effects on pregnancy outcomes, and there's health implications. Overall, while more research is needed to fully understand the implications of microplastic exposure during pregnancy, existing studies highlight potential risks to fetal development and pregnancy outcomes. That's from the NIH, nature.com, NIH, impact of microplastics on pregnancy, Another NIH article, microplastics exposure, UNM, microplastics in every human placenta, and Science Direct, understanding how microplastics affect pregnancy. I'm trying to tell you where this is getting information from. I hope that, I don't know, it's making it more credible. I'm trying to search things that I don't understand so that we just don't take Monica at her word.
It's expensive. You have to keep buying it over and over. With an ionizer, you have 100+ uses. It is incredible for your health. It's great for the planet because you have no bottles, no more plastic, no more chemicals, and you're...
What about stainless steel water bottles? No? What about glass water bottles? No? We don't do that anymore? Huh.
Saving money, but if you're really smart, you'll view this as an asset and you'll make yourself money. Not only will you save, but you'll also make more, right?
Why will you make more money? Because you're not. Why?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and so just being able to see this, and not only just with the 100 uses, but realizing that truly, like, the potential there to tell people about this, and that's what we're going to get into next, of sharing of how you can be a part of something early on in the future.
So let's keep going here. Oh, whoops, hold on. What's going on? There we go. Now, why partner with this company, Enagic? Enagic is the global leader in water ionization for 50 years.
Who has been the global leader of water ionization? I guess Enagic. Okay. What is the best? What's the best water filter? I'm looking. I guess it's the Berkey. The best water filter depends on your specific needs, such as whether you need a whole house system, countertop filter, or pitcher. Here's a comparison of top options across the categories. The Big Berkey, which is a gravity-fed system, the iSpring, which is a whole house system, the Aqua True, which is a countertop RO system, and the Brita Elite pitcher, which obviously is a pitcher. The Berkey is, it cleans your water. It doesn't taste great. Aqua True, $500. iSpring, $420. Berkey, the Big Berkey is expensive, $445. Aquasana clean water machine, $200. The Water Boss whole house water filter, $299. Is water, so my next question is, are water ionizers better than water filters? The decision between using water ionizers and water filters depends on your specific needs and priorities, as each has distinct functions and benefits. Hi, Elaine. Water ionizers primarily focus on altering the pH level of water to produce alkaline water, which is believed to offer health benefits. Filtration, while some ionizers include basic filtration, they generally do not target a wide range of impurities. Oh, did we hear that from our Enagic people? They are designed more for pH adjustment than comprehensive purification. Oh, that maybe... Listen, let's say you made it all the way to this part of the video and you haven't decided whether to buy a Kangen water filter, water machine, water ionizer or not. Ask them, do the water ionizers that Enagic is selling, those Kangen water filters, do they, one, offer basic filtration, but do they target a wide range of impurities? That would be a question I would ask. The health benefits of alkaline water from ionizers, such as disease prevention, are not strongly supported by scientific evidence. Oh, you don't say. Ionizers tend to be more expensive than standard water filters due to their dual function of filtration and pH alteration. The function of water filters, are designed to remove contaminants such as bacteria, viruses, heavy metals, and chemicals from water, making it safe to drink. What? They have comprehensive purification, like reverse osmosis systems that are effective in removing a wide range of impurities. They provide cleaner water compared to ionizers. Cost and maintenance, generally more affordable than ionizers, with varying costs depending on the complexity and type of filter system used. Choose a water ionizer if your primary interest is adjusting the pH level of your drinking water for potential, air quotes, health benefits. Choose a water filter if your main concern is removing contaminants from your water to ensure safety and purity. That's super helpful. Here, we have another S-curve. I can't wait. What is this? Q Sciences?
This is a graph of what a megatrend looks like. Remember megatrend? Megatrend is a microwave. Megatrend is Uber.
That's a great question. What's the average cost per use at 100 plus uses? What's the average cost per use? That's a great question for people in Enagic who want to do Enagic. Okay, what's the average cost per use at 100 plus uses between water filters and water ionizers? Under sink filters for water filters, they are between $100 to $600 or more. Whole house systems, $500 to $10,000 plus. We need to consider both the initial purchase cost and ongoing maintenance. The initial cost for water filters, $100 to $600 for under sink filters. Whole house systems, $500 to $10,000. An average homeowner spending around $2,500 for installation. Maintenance costs are between $30 and $100 depending on the system, and the average cost per use is $1.20 per use, approximately. Water ionizers, they range from $1,515 to over $5,000. A mid-range ionizer costs about $2,200. The maintenance cost, replacement filters can cost around $60 to $125 annually, and assuming a mid-range ionizer at $2,200 with annual filter replacement costing $80 and considering 100 uses per year, the total is approximately $3 per use. Water filters tend to be more cost-effective, averaging around $1.20 per use, and water ionizers are more expensive, averaging around $3 per use due to higher initial costs and maintenance expenses. Oh, are we going to hear about that from Chris and Monica? Hello, Chris? I have never heard a Kangen rep mention maintenance of these things. Same.
Megatrend is your iPhone.
Megatrend.
Imagine if you partnered with Apple, right, Chris?
Absolutely. Yeah. And it's just about getting early. And so right now with the ionizer market that you can literally share on social media, you are literally tapping in right at like 2% market penetration. So it's like someone saying, hey, everyone on here, there's one thing we want to share with you. It's called a smartphone. And all of you on here are like, what the heck is that? No one owns it. My mom doesn't have one. My neighbor doesn't have one. You know, we all have, remember the flip phones? We have the razors. Remember the first people to buy smartphones, iPhones? You're like, what the heck is that? That looks bulky. It looks big. Like, I don't like this thing. But now who doesn't have a smartphone? And so this is the exact same opportunity. However, this is for health. This is for actual being able to stay alive. Right? The closest thing to that is oxygen, but we don't sell that. But water in its entirety.
Being able to stay alive, get Kangen so you can be able to stay alive. What? Chris? Catastrophizing everything. Also, look at this floof in a bag.
That's the generation, or that's the next mega trend. So this is a high ticket product. Okay, HT is high ticket. We're going to explain that a little bit more. You can promote it online, which is the main focus of this masterclass. You can earn money while you're sleeping. I just got back from Cancun for 5 days, and I came home to thousands of dollars. It was amazing. And in that time, I was able to enjoy to go ziplining, be at the beach, do a couple of phone calls here and there, and then come home and have my.
You chicken nugget. Are you allowed to say that? Are you allowed to make those lifestyle claims? Are you allowed to make those income claims? Oh, I went traveling for 5 days and I came home to thousands of dollars? Is the FTC, hello? You're saying that is not alluring to people on this call, and them saying, wow, I want to be able to go on vacation and come back to thousands of dollars? I'm upset. I'm emotional about the lack of consumer protection and care that multi-level marketing reps keep in mind when they are trying to promote their product. Bun buns.
Trip paid for. Pretty incredible when you learn how money can work for you. Not only high ticket products, high ticket commissions. Okay, maybe some of us aspire to be a real estate agent one day because selling a one home, like look at the commission on that, but think about how long does a typical house take to sell? And so you have to take the time principle. A business that's global. Type in me in the chat. Does anyone ever want to travel the world? Like, does anyone have aspirations? Like, imagine if wherever you went around the world, you had business partners. Where if I went to Italy, I had people there that would house me. They would recommend things for me. They would give me like the secrets. They would give me the tips. If I went over to the UK, I could meet someone and I could stay at their home. I don't have to pay for a hotel. Like, just imagine creating a network around the world. And our community has literally 15 to 20,000 people in 25 different countries.
Oh, God. Join Enagic. Buy the Kangen water filter. And make sure you're successful enough to have people all over the world, so you don't have to pay for a hotel when you visit their country. Because obviously the country's small enough that you could get anywhere by visiting the city that your recruit lives in. Are you? Water Jesus talking bullshit. DC buns. Yes, same.
Pretty incredible. And then the last thing is work with whoever you want. You can build this with a friend, with a family. You can build it with people on social media. You can build it with friends from college. You can build it with maybe people you meet at church, or whatever it is you want to do. You have that freedom and flexibility. And that's what Enagic is so cool, because it's all about empowering people first with their health on an amazing health product that does so much for you. And then number 2, with your wealth, being able to generate income, help other people. And then really number 3 is their spiritual pillar, which is peace of mind. So that's where you want to look. The paradigm shift, the next mega trend, just like you all have a refrigerator in your house, a stove, an oven, maybe a microwave, that's up to you. But what about your Kangen machine? What about an ionizer? What about that one thing that's going to be as normalized as a dishwasher in every home going into the next 5 or 10 years? And you could be a reason that people have it.
Exactly. Now let's just talk just briefly a little bit more about this company and why they are the global leader. So number 1, they used research of a scientist who studied water in these places on the planet called Fountain of Youth locations. Type in me if you've ever heard of a Blue Zone, and you've ever seen maybe the Blue Zone documentary on Netflix. You know what that is. People in these areas of the planet, they're living to be over 100, over 120, and you watch them and they're dancing and they're working every day and they love their life and they have the best longevity. These devices were actually originally intended for hospital use, and then everyone that was using them were like, I need this at home. I need to get this in my house. I don't need to be coming to the hospital every time I need water, right? This is why they became a certified medical device manufacturing company. And they've celebrated 50 years in business, which is insane if you look at the longevity of most companies that do the best globally, not just in the US, not just in Canada, not just in Europe, globally. These companies have longevity, and that's exactly what Enagic has. Being based out of Okinawa in Japan, one of the best places, it's actually a blue zone, one of the best places to know what longevity is, not just to study longevity, not just to study people who have it, but to actually be living in it and to be embodied in it. And this is what Enagic wants to share in every single household, because we can't all fly to Okinawa, we can't all go to France or Mexico or Germany, these places that they have these blue zones, but we can create it for ourselves in our own home. And what better opportunity than to share that with others and to
What? I'm sorry. Please hold. Do people who live in blue zones live longer because they have access to ionized water? That's my question. People living in blue zone regions known for their high longevity rates do not live longer specifically because of access to ionized water. Instead, their extended lifespans are attributed to a combination of lifestyle factors. Diet. Predominantly plant-based diets with moderate calorie intake and low consumption of processed foods, tobacco, and alcohol are common among blue zone populations. Again, just as a reminder, correlation is not causation. Okay. Physical activity, regular movement, and physical activity integrated into daily routines contribute significantly to their health and longevity. Social connections. Strong family and community ties provide emotional support and a sense of belonging, which are crucial for mental health and longevity. Oh, so there's kind of a tie to that. That's interesting. Purpose and stress relief. Having a clear sense of purpose and effective stress relief practices are also key factors that contribute to the long, healthy lives of people in blue zones. This information came from Healthline, Tahoe Spring Water, Life Ionizers. Sorry if these weren't the most trustworthy sources. Blue Zones, Lessons from the World's Longest Lived. That's from the NIH. People in the world's blue zones live longer, from The Conversation. What are blue zones? MPG, Ionized Water and Longevity, Alkaline Water Plus. Live longer and healthier with the blue zone lifestyle. That's from Brown Health. Alkaline Water and Longevity, a Murine study. That's from ResearchGate. Alkaline Water and Longevity, NIH. I think that's the same thing. Houston Methodist, 9 reasons people in blue zones live longer. Life Ionizers, Antioxidant Alkaline Water shown to extend lifespan. And then Tahoe Spring Water, the relation between alkaline water and longevity, and Healthline, why people in blue zones live longer than the rest of the world. Capperburger! Oh, look at him. That's his Pikachu. What a chonky boy. He's a good boy. He loves resting his head on his babies. That's his Hedgie. Sorry. I know it's like tedious to read this as we're going, but how are we going to battle information control if we're making assumptions on information that we're not checking from Monica and Chris, the Temu Water Jesus, the Temu Jesus?
Also be able to get paid for it, right? So that's why we partnered with Enagic, and that's why we're so passionate about it, because you've seen the lives that have been changed. Chris and I, other people, thousands of people every single month, and we're not stopping. We're not going anywhere. So let's talk about how this works. What exactly happens when you partner with Enagic? The old way of doing business with every single company, they have between...
Sorry, I need to use the restroom real quick. I'm going to press play, and I'm going to let it play without me on the screen, and then I will be right back.
Manufacturer to consumer, right? Manufacturer to consumer. You have all these people in the middle. And all these people in the middle, they're not working for free. Are you going to work for free? Are you clocking in and out for free? I don't think you are, right? These are where all the marketing dollars go in
Millions,
the old way.
Millions of dollars. I mean, billions for a lot of these companies. Can you imagine all that? And most of these people don't even use the product. They're just there to just get their paycheck as an employee. So just think about the number, and you could go Google, what is the typical marketing budget of $1 billion company? You will spit your Kangen water out. You'll be like, oh my gosh, no wonder it's $1 billion company, because everyone knows about it. There's so many good ideas and invention and products, but if you don't know it exists, how good is it? Like, if there's millions that don't know about this product and opportunity, in their world, it's not that good. It doesn't exist. And that's where marketing really comes in play and where you can take advantage. Keep going, Monica.
And think about, too, when we were talking about the old way of marketing with watching maybe a celebrity endorsement, do you guys really think that celebrities are using Head & Shoulders shampoo? They're not using Head & Shoulders shampoo. They're using whatever their hairstylist is giving them top of the line, but they're getting paid a really pretty penny to promote and do these commercials. Why would you listen to someone who doesn't even use the product when you can do the new way of business, where you don't have any of these middlemen, you don't have to worry about any of these insider things that most people have no clue how it actually works, but you have somebody that is using the product, that loves the product, that wants to genuinely share it with others, because again, we can't help it. When we find something that we love, we just can't help but share it. And that's what Enagic is doing. Instead of having a celebrity endorsement or a commercial on TV or a billboard or something, they're thinking, what's the best way to get the word out? with the people that love it, with the people that change their life with this. So that is why they are able to give us the marketing budget. And that's why we're able to receive those high ticket commissions, because they don't have to pay LeBron James to shoot a hoop and then hold a Gatorade up, right? They're paying us saying, what did you do today with this? Oh, I cleaned my home. No toxins. My kids, they don't have to worry about bleach anymore. Do you know how valuable that is? That is why this is the new way of doing business. And this is why Enagic has been so incredibly successful, because again, people want to buy from somebody that they trust, that they know is actually leading them to the correct thing and helping them in their life. So let's keep going here and let's take a look at the differences between traditional low ticket sales and what we do with high ticket sales. So traditional low ticket sales, and just ask yourself, maybe this is something that you're interested in, but ask yourself, what would you prefer? Okay, would you prefer selling a product and earning less than $50 in commission, or would you prefer selling a high ticket product and earning hundreds to thousands of dollars in commission? And yes, this is accurate, you guys. This is not just like some made up whatever numbers they threw on here. This is what is possible with this opportunity. Now, what about having to reach out to a bunch of people to sell a product? And maybe you're constantly dialing your phone, constantly having to talk with people, or would you prefer automated systems support you with your telling?
What did I miss? Look at this font. Then look at this font. Why are these underlined? Chaos? Rhinoceros said fuckery. I'm going to go with rhinoceros, honestly. Who did this? Who did it? Who did it? Look at that good little floof up there looking for a snack.
People about this with your education, pressing a button, sharing it to your story, and then you have all the people that are...
Do we not understand highlighting the text? I'm not... God, I understand. I truly understand. People don't have the same visual sensibilities. We're talking about information and information flow and how to offer something to the viewer where they can say, okay, this is the subject, this is the next piece of information I'm supposed to look at, this is the details, or just communicating whatever you're looking to. Example of something that's ugly as hell but it's effective is Craigslist. That's function and little form. This is not really any form, barely any function. Haterade is fully personal.
Connecting with you, looking at this instead of having to individually talk to them, right? And then last thing too, because this is really common that I think not a lot of people know about with traditional low ticket sales.
Why does this one line up? Okay, where's our ruler? Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Fuckery. So we got this, right? Okay, not lined up. The ruler's incredible, honestly. Okay. That's not lined up either. With the one on the side. We're just going down. Okay, so none of those are lined up. Look at this. Here's the oars, right? Kind of in the center. Other than the one on the right's not lined up. Breaking even communications. Yeah. The alignment is awful. So then the oar lines up with the top line on the second one. Then this oar doesn't line up with anything. Hello? Oh, how easy is that to do on Canva? Well, let's look at this. Let's just say this is a test of graphic design fuckery. Okay? Okay, right? We'll even do center aligned, even though that's the worst decision possible. Oh, y'all can't see anything. Let's say I'm like this. I'm taking this off. Don't worry. God, where's my ruler? We're zoomed out, okay? I was like, oh my God, it's not aligned. What do we do? Position. We're gonna line it up to the center of themselves, right? Oh, they're too far away. Press shift. You can't go down to the next line because you're gonna be able to align it. Okay, then let's do an OR. Let's type in OR. OR, right? Oh my gosh, is it supposed to go right there? What do I do? Oh my God, we can just press the middle. What is that? Alignment. Let's do left align. Or you could even do right align. You could do a little bit different. You could say this is a test of, and then you could say, oh my God, the leading's awful because DC already told us about that. So we do this one. How do we make it consistent? Oh, we just type in 0.98. Just kidding, 0.98. Messed that up. 0.98. Oh, okay. So what do? We just, oops. Okay. Let's say that we typed it like this, and you go, oh my God, that's not aligned. What do? Group. I'm grouping the OR and the one on the left and one on the right. Group, which is Command G or Control G, depending on what computer you're on. Then you select them all. Then you go to position. Then you can tidy up like this. You can do vertical. But if you say, no, that's too far apart, DC. Undo. Control Z or Command Z. Let's say you want, I have to fit it in this space, right? But they're overlapping. Vertical. That's a little too close together, DC. Move it down some. Okay. Vertical. Oh, okay. You know what I'm saying? That's literally fixed within 5 minutes. Or you could do something even cooler. Let's do graphics. Let's see what we can do if there's something cool looking. Or like a this or that. There's not really anything. I mean, or is probably fine, but maybe we ungroup these, which is Shift Control G or Shift Command G. And you're going to go like this. And let's say you can do 50. Which this may be a situation where you'd want to do that. But then the OR is hitting too hard. So let's say you do outline. That could be good. And then you would say, okay, I need it to make it as big as, I want to make it closer to treat it more as a graphic. And I want to make it align with the top of the F and the bottom of the OR. Okay, we can have different graphic sensibilities. I'm just showing you what we could do. And then you can make this one a little closer. And then I'm selecting these three. I go to position. I want to left align them, right? So then they're all lined up. And then you do option, drag, option, drag. Or you go like this. Copy, paste, drag up. Oh, look, you see that little line right there? It's snapping to something. Copy, paste. But what if you're not sure? What if you're like, oh my God, I don't know. Let's say I go up a little bit right there. And then I select the other ORs and I align them vertically. Then all of a sudden, we're all together. We group it together so we can position it and size it up. Look how easy that was. Dear God. They're just lazy. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I just hate it. They could be communicating effectively. And they just decided, fuck it.
There's quotas, there's deadlines, there's requirements, and then there's also a reset, meaning new month, you start over. You have to start from ground zero. With what we do, there's no quotas, there's no deadlines, there's no...
The deadline is the end of the month. Hello, 14 thumbs down. The deadline is the end of the month because the end of the month marks if you're going to maintain or rank up or lose rank. What do you mean? She said there's no quotas. There is when you're trying to maintain your rank. There's a requirement for the fee yearly. I don't know. Look at what you signed. Look at what you signed. Look at what you signed.
Reoccurring expenses, and there's no going backwards. If you want to help somebody and you want to grow...
I don't even know what that is. Rip. Now. Oh, God. I messed up. Fast. Fast, fast. It's an exclamation point. You know, I thought the rage couldn't get any more. But here we are. With a blurry as hell exclamation point. Oh, wait. You can't see it. Who did this? Who did it? Monica, was it you? Or Chris, was it you? Which one? Which one was it? Which one was it?
Your business, it keeps accumulating over time. And I think that that's one of the biggest things. Chris, you probably can speak about this better than I do because you have different colleagues that do different businesses, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Type an A in the chat. Have you guys ever heard of affiliate marketing? Is that a term you...
Can I just ask you a question? I only want to ask you a question. Can I ask you a question? I'm just asking you a question. Can I ask you a question? Look at my face.
Sir, ma'am, Chris, Monica, can I... I've got a question. If it's multi-level marketing, it's not affiliate marketing. If it's multi-level marketing, it's not affiliate marketing. We need this. I know every time I look at this cat, I'm like, the judgment of the cat is what we need right now. And we don't have it. Oh, God.
A referral marketing, A or an R, type in the chat. And it's very common. It's what we're really teaching. And it's just the thing that you're marketing is either high ticket or low ticket. So for me, if I'm looking at my time, if I only have a certain amount of hours in a day or a week to build this, work on this, part-time or full-time, online and offline, specifically online. And if I'm going to spend 10 hours a week building this only to make maybe a couple $100 in commission by having 500 people buy a $50 product.
Oh, you're saying that affiliate marketing is less good. It's less beneficial than multi-level marketing. Affiliate marketing is also not signing people up for a triangular prism scheme, but okay. Yes, it looks like, yeah, there's 38 people in there.
Or can I look at maybe talking to 50 people, 150, 50 to 100?
We were in this live yesterday, and then we ran out of time because, we lost energy. By we, I mean I lost energy. And so we decided to do a part 2. And here we are, 4 hours later.
People making a couple sales, 2 or 3, and now making a couple $1,000s. So
where is the balanced presentation of the information of commissions that you're required to offer us because of Section 5 of the FTC Act? Have you ever heard of consumer protection? Sorry, I just had to throw my hair around.
So when it comes to high or low ticket, it's like, would you rather...
Kylie's gone. Kylie has disappeared.
Sell a little tincture or go out and sell a home? Would you rather sell a car or go out and sell protein powder? Now, they both have value. They both have a demand. They both have a market. But for time and energy and vision and goals that maybe some of you have, for me at least, what is that higher ticket?
Okay, higher ticket. Fine. Can I just ask you this? Someone selling a car is not telling me that the car is going to fly when it can't. They're going to say the car does this, that it can go this slow or this fast. It has this size gas tank, and it's going to be able to get you to places that have roads. And if you have a Jeep, maybe you can go off-roading or whatever 4x4 car you have, okay? In multi-level marketing, you're saying, this is a product in health and wellness a lot of times. Here's a product. Young Living, doTERRA, I'm looking at you. And Kangen, whatever, Enagic, and who else? Prove It. You're telling me, if we're going to use the same example, that you're selling me a car that can fly, but it can't. You're selling me a product that has a lot of health claims that you cannot necessarily support. Don't scratch my skin. That's my focus.
Maybe I don't have to spend as much money. If I'm going to work the same amount of hours, what is it that I can actually get in return? Whether it's a product, a service, ebooks, courses, you're seeing it left and right. But this is one of the best ways to really get ahead, because a couple sales in this opportunity, which we're going to dive into deeper now, can literally overcome some of the things you're trying to do, maybe with Uber, drop shipping, selling some things on OfferUp, babysitting, dog walking. There's so many ways to generate wealth. But what if you could just change someone's life with their health? Give them a simple solution, have them watch a video, have them see a masterclass like this. It makes sense to them, and then they're all about it. And so that's why it's so incredible when you look at high and low ticket.
Oh,
exactly. So
Sorry.
now let's get into the
Sorry.
specifics. How does this really work? I know sometimes people with math, with numbers, you get confused, but we're going to make this very, very simple. The best way to think about this business.
You're too stupid to understand my presentation, so I'm going to make sure that it's really easy for you to grasp. And I'm not going to twist the numbers at all, because I'm telling you the total truth as I understand it. Okay, Monica. You begin as 1 point agent, 1A, and on the third sale, you become a 2 point agent and making $700 per sale. 1 point equals $350. I don't hate this. I don't hate this information. See, this is presented well. I don't love this, but that's okay.
And how you actually get paid is like real estate. So think about when you are looking for a home, you're working with a real estate agent, and once you find that dream home, that home that's perfect for exactly what you need in the moment, your real estate agent puts all the forms together. They know exactly what the process is, and you get to get your home. And in return, the real estate agent receives commission. Now, the commission for our business is based on a points. Now, again, I'm making this very simple. You will understand. Trust me, this is very simple. So for every machine that is sold, every ionizer that is sold, the company pays out 8 points of commission. You can think of this like a pizza if you're a savory person, or a pie if you're more of like you like the sweets, right? And each slice of that pizza or pie is equivalent to $350. And that is your commission. That is what you make when you first start out. So that's why we're saying $50 to $350, and this is just the beginning. So you decide, I'm going to do this opportunity, I'm going to share this with people, and then you start helping people to also do the same thing. Your first sale, your first commission is $350. We call this 1A. You can think of it as 1 point agent, right? Because you're getting 1 point, one slice, one piece of this pie, one piece of this puzzle, right? $350. Next, yes, USD. On your next sale, guess what else happens? Same thing. $350. So those times that you're putting in to share this with people, to share online, and like Chris said, instead of having to talk to 500 people and help a bunch of people for $50, you're helping 2 people. Imagine that. 300, even if you do 1 sale a month, you guys. 50 versus 350. Now, this is where the leverage comes in, because remember, as a real estate agent, you can be a regular agent, you help people get their home, or you can be a broker. If you guys know how real estate agent brokerage works, is yeah, you can help people get their own home, but you also can help your agents under you to help other people.
You're comparing multi-level marketing, recruiting, where most people don't make any money, lose money, or go into debt in multi-level marketing, to being a broker in real estate? The difference being the brokers on the line if something goes amok with their real estate agents. Pie charts are never the answer.
And you might not be doing things out in the field, but you're still managing your agents, and you receive also a cut of the commission. That's why there's such a beauty in teamwork with this business, because it's not just about you anymore. It's about how can I also help other people? So what happens on your third direct sale is you actually get promoted. You get promoted to a 2 point agent. Now you're receiving 2 points of this pie, 350 times 2 is $700. Now, let's say that you're like, oh my God, I'm obsessed with this machine. I have to share this with the world, like both Chris and I did. And then we find someone who sees the vision. They're like, oh my gosh, this is changing my life. How can I do what you're doing? And how can I share this with other people? And then they go out and they start to see the beauty of high ticket sales, and they're able to help people. They're able to get 350 for their first sale, 350 for their second sale, and 700 because they just got promoted for their third sale, right? Now, where does that leave you as a broker? Meaning you have an agent underneath you that's working alongside you. They're not working for you, they're working with you. And guess what? You then made $700, $700, $700. Do you guys see the business?
What? I was joking. Apparently I don't understand the math. You're telling me that when you get to this rank, that when you have one sale, you make $700 plus $700 plus what your team member's doing? Why is this not color coded? That's my question.
This leverage that we have here, it's not just about you. You now are able to work with people, and the company incentivizes you to do that. Why? Because together we're stronger, together we're better. It's not just me, it's us. How can we do this together?
No, it's destructive. It's destructive influence. Yes. False cult identity, conditional love, doctrine, dependency. Hello? No? What? Sorry.
Now, it does not stop here, right? This is merely just being a 2-point agent. It goes all the way up to a 6-point agent, you guys. This means that as you accumulate more sales, whether it's you directly or the agents that are working with you, friends, family, neighbors, people that you connected with online like Chris and I, you are going to get more pieces of this pie. And you can get over $2,000 for helping one person invest in their health, invest in this opportunity, and to also change their life. So does this all make sense? Type in 6A if this makes sense and you're like, I get it. I see this vision. I understand what's going on here.
Wait. Yeah. So 1 to 2, group sales 1 to 2, group sales 3 to 10, group sales 11 to 20, group sales 21 to 40. You're getting $1,400 off of 21 to 40 sales, or $1,400 for each one of those. 41 to 100, $1,750. 101 plus 2,100. Oh God. Do we just end here? Do we just tap out?
Yeah. Chris, is there anything you wanted to add?
I just think sometimes these numbers are so big, the average person hardly makes this money in a salary job. Can you imagine being a 3A part-time? And you might do this where you're referring people. There's so many strategies, and someone comes in and goes out and sells 10 machines. And then all of a sudden you had 10 grand in your mailbox. Is that guaranteed? Absolutely not. Is that a potential? 100%. And I don't know any Uber. I don't know any part-time dog walking. I can't even list 500 things
that is not an appropriate disclaimer for what you just said. $10,000 in your bank account. Oh, is that an income? Is that a claim? Hell no. Is that a potential? Hell yeah. You're telling me. Amy.
Would literally pay you 10 grand part-time just to share something that is of high value that people need already and are paying a lot of money for. So just seeing this compensation plan, I've been in network marketing, I've been in direct sales, I've been in entrepreneurship for 10 years, and I've tried many, many things. I've like 15 things that I've tried and just didn't work out. Nothing comes close to what this company gives back, because just as important our health is, the Enagic company, they actually like to use this opportunity more for financial health instead of just physical health. So it's a great opportunity to take, whether you do it part-time or full-time by yourself or with a team, and we teach you how to do all of this. It's pretty incredible.
Now, something that I just want to add too, imagine if Apple had created some sort of model like this right before iPhones blew up.
Oh,
do you guys remember when people were saying that the internet was a scam and it would never last?
You're using Apple to try to... What if Apple was MLM? Dear God. Well, then I wouldn't be having an Apple phone. And I've had both. I've had Android, I have Apple. There's things I like about each one. When my camera was breaking, there was lots of things I did not like, because it is tough to figure things out with how Apple has structured everything.
And imagine if they were presented with this opportunity and they thought, yeah, that will never last. Now look, Everyone has an iPhone. Imagine if you were able to receive a percentage of commission for helping someone get a phone, but now
y'all drop a blue heart in the chat if you're an Android user. Shout out to all of the Shout out to all the Android users. Let's go.
It's not a phone. Now it's a non-toxic lifestyle. Now it's an opportunity for financial health. Now it's the potential for building a lifestyle that truly aligns with you, not just clocking in and out of a 9 to 5 that drains you. You have the fluorescent lights. You have to ask for a bathroom break. You only have 30 minutes for lunch. Think about the difference here and think about.
I didn't have to ask for a bathroom break when I worked for different companies. I mean, when I was managing a store, I would let people know when I'm off the sales floor to go to the bathroom so they could wait to ask me a question until I was back on the sales floor. But like, maybe that's more common than I thought.
Where we're going in the future, because this is where the future is headed, right? Now, thinking into the future again, one of the most incredible things about this company is their legacy plan. So it doesn't stop at 6A where you're getting right here that $2,100 per sale. They then have a legacy plan because they understand that it's not just about one person, it's how can we all succeed. When you hit 6A, you will receive a $3,000 bonus. And then from there, your goal is how can I help my friends, family, and people that I've shared this with to also get to this point. Now, I'm not going to go into all the details of this, but I do want to point out right here, this is our legacy rank where it starts. 6A2-3 will receive a $25,000 bonus and then $5,000 a month for life that is willable to your kids. I'm going to say that again, $5,000 a month for life that is willable to your kids. Now, am I saying that every single person on this webinar is going to get to this point 100% guaranteed? Absolutely not. Who knows tomorrow if you're going to wake up? Nobody knows that. I know that's a little bit morbid, but it's the reality that you do not know what is going to happen to you tomorrow, which is why
we don't know if you're going to get to this rank, and we also don't know if you're going to die tomorrow. What? Monica? When I was actually in lab, I was usually doing my own thing. There was no one to even ask. Did she just say that? No kidding, it's pretty morbid. That's an awful comparison. One-time $25,000 bonus. I wonder how much money you have to do to get there. I wonder how much volume you have to do and how many people you have to recruit to get there. I wonder. And I wonder if you can get to that rank without recruiting anybody. That would be interesting to know. Interesting.
By today, you have to go for it, you guys. And this is the potential starting point for building a legacy, for building generational wealth, because it keeps going up. It even goes further than this, actually. You can get up to $80K a month for life and will it to your children. Not only are you willing them money, but you're willing them health. You're willing them a non-toxic lifestyle. No more microplastics, no more pollution for the planet. I mean, just think about what you are doing for not just you, not just your family, but literally for our entire earth. And I think that sometimes that's a lot for people. But imagine the fulfillment that you would get from doing something like this. I'm just going to leave that there. Okay? Mm-hmm. So let's talk about the cheat code as we start wrapping up this webinar. We have something called a trifecta and we have something called a quad. Chris, do you want to share a little bit more about these cheat codes that we have?
Yeah, and so you guys just saw an amazing opportunity just by purchasing a Kangen water system. Now, what you can look at is investing in all the products and having the full experience, the full health experience, because not only do you get the health benefit, you're also going to get a boost of starting your income right away. So the trifecta is the Kangen water machine, there's an Anespa shower, and there's also a Ukon supplement, which is a reoccurring sale, kind of more like a placeholder, like a business holder. So you invest in that monthly, but the machine and the shower unit is one time, and then the quad is the same thing, but 2 machines. Why 2 machines? Because you can use one of the machines as a loaner. So imagine giving it to your friend or family, hey, try it for a week. Use the machine and I'll get it right back. As soon as you take it back, they're like, well, wait a minute, I can't clean my pesticides anymore. Well, hold on, what do I drink now? Wait, what do I do? And then eventually they'll want to get their own. So it's kind of like giving a little test run of your vehicle or a product or a service. And so on the next slide that we have, this cheat code, why is it a cheat code? Because like Monica just gave you, there's the K commission, which is $350. But if you were to start making people realize the potential of a trifecta, your commission on your first sale is almost $600. On your third sale is over $1,000. And by the time you're 6A, you're over $3,000 per sale. So these are life-changing numbers that there is nothing else that will pay you like this unless it's a high ticket compensation where you can start with the full holistic health trifecta, make higher commissions, make more money back faster to 6A. It's easier to tell people and sell people a trifecta if you have one, and you get to experience the full benefits of it all. So if you're considering and really taking this seriously, this is something you can definitely look into. We can go deeper with it outside of the masterclass, but just to give you a preview of the potential where you can go all in, and then with that return on investment, get it all back, if not greater. That's what's so cool about this opportunity. So the trifecta and the quad are two things you can definitely look at.
Now let's talk a little bit about what you get when you join us, because again, it's not just you by yourself. It's not just, oh, I don't have any experience. How can I do this? We have a business launch. We have master classes just like this one that you're on right now. We have weekly team calls with 6- and 7-figure earners in this industry. And we also have in-person events. Not only do you get the online experience, but you can also connect with like-minded people in person, people that have the same goals, the same vision, the same beliefs, the same different things that we are all creating with this opportunity. And I'm telling you, if this masterclass feels powerful, the in-person stuff is like 10 times what this is. Not only do we have that, but for your own everyday resources, we have Telegram chats. We also have something called boards, which is built into your keyboard. It's a library of resources. And of course, one-on-one mentorship and access with the person that you partner with, because again, it's not just us wanting to do this by ourselves. We want to help you if you are open and you are ready to be coached and to apply something like this life-changing opportunity in your life. So let's talk about what the blueprint looks like, because I know it's like, okay, this is great, I want to do this, but what happens when I start? What do I even do, right? How do I even go through this? So number one, you're laying your foundation. You're purchasing your products and you're getting your affiliation with Enagic through your distributor account and your affiliate link. That's number one. Number two, you want to start building, of course, with guidance, and start strategizing, which means you're going to get your welcome call. We do a personalized onboarding strategy session. This is it's very personal, based on what your goals are in your business. Everyone has different goals for themselves. So it's how can you get to where you want to go based on what you desire. And then of course, community access, like I said, joining our coaching platform, our Telegram chats, and familiarizing yourself with resources. Then number three is, what are your actionable steps? And I'm going to go into more specifics of this in a second. This is your zoom out, right? You're setting up your personal brand. You're making sure you have your social media presence. These are all things that we help you with. You're going to follow our daily proven content and marketing strategies and use our tools to learn all the business basics that help you automate your business. So that's really like the meat and potatoes, right? That taking that action, like what Chris was saying at the beginning, because nothing changes if nothing changes, right? And then number four is scaling your business with confidence and creating that lifestyle that you desire, which is tracking your goals, analyzing what results you're getting, and refining, okay, how can I do better? I did this one thing and I did great, and I'm going to keep doing this. And now how can I improve in this other area? And again, these are all things that we help you with. You are never alone on this journey. We always say you start for yourself, but you're not by yourself, which is why we have weekly mentorship calls, again, 6- and 7-figure earners that share those advanced strategies to help.
What? Widower? Sorry, I was crocheting. I got stressed out and I was like, I'm going to crochet right now. Interesting. Okay, that's lined up. Good job. Good job, team. Oh. You were so close, EJ. Or EJ, you were so close.
EJ, you were so close.
That's a pixel off. It's fine. You're just being a hater, DC.
Help scale your business. Now, what exactly, if we zoom in, right? This is our zoom out. What exactly does it look like if you zoom in? So, Chris, do you want to share a little bit more?
We're going to see awful graphic design. Could we not have sent this graphic to back? It's, oh my God, it's fine. Hello. Nope, not aligned. That's so much fun. Nope, not aligned. So much fun. Not aligned. The most fun I've had. Not aligned. Like, not aligned at all. Cool. Yep, nope. The one's not even... The 1, 2, 3, and 4 is not even consistent. Oh my God, even the spacing. Dear Lord.
Or about the zooming in?
Yeah, and obviously this is heavily focused on social media, yet nothing does really beat that in person, especially because we have a product that is water. And so one of the best ways you can actually start this business is not even on social media, is sharing the water with other people. Let other people experience the product firsthand and see the benefits for themselves. That's just number one, plain and simple, will be here forever. Number two is sharing on your socials. So you'll get your machine, you'll unbox it, you'll set it up. We help you with all that. You pour your first glass, you clean your produce, you start having the benefits and you share it. It's literally like anything else. Like, oh my gosh, I have this new meal prep coming, or oh my gosh, I have this new ceramic cookware coming. I'm so excited. Look at this pan, look at this menu. Wow, if you want this, DM me. It's just all organic. It's all natural. We have a little blueprint that we teach you how to do it. Now, as people get curious, they say, hey, what's that water? What's this business? What are these calls? You can then invite them to now learn. Hey, come watch a video. Hey, come watch a masterclass. Hey, come read this PDF.
I mean, I have a stretch of the imagination to call this a masterclass. Kylie and Gabby Argonzo in the top corner. Where did you go?
Hey, how do you want to learn? And you educate and inform. And once people are educated and informed, you answer any questions, any concerns, you point them in the right direction. And you also get me, Monica, whoever you join or sign up with for help to help them get their machine and do the same. That's it. It's as simple as that. It's really as simple as that. We have it all laid out for you, but that's the zoom in action steps of how you can start doing it today and taking advantage for the future as well. So the zoom out lens and the zoom in lens to help you get ahead.
Exactly. Now, I just want to go over a few quick frequently asked questions. We are starting to wrap this up, you guys. And shout out to you for being on this masterclass. You could be doing anything right now. You could be scrolling online. You could be watching Netflix. You could be doing so many different things, but you are investing.
We could have been doing so many other things that are worthwhile. We could have been watching Netflix. We could have been watching a delightful Christmas movie. We could have been watching our favorite TV show. We could have been crafting. We could have been painting something or coloring something. We could have been reading a book. We literally could have been doing anything. And here we are listening to the scamosphere, in my opinion. Oh, another freaking... Y'all are who are center aligning more than 3 lines? Like, sadness.
Time, which is not an infinite resource for any of us, right? You're investing your time into something that's going to help you get better. So shout out to everybody that's on here right now. So this is one of the most commonly asked questions is how much time do I need to put in to make this work? And what does an average day in the life look like? So you guys heard me say at the beginning, I started this part-time in grad school. That's why we say that you can adapt this business to any schedule. We really do recommend 10 to 15 hours a week, especially at the beginning, because you're focusing on the business basics. You're focusing on
what does part-time mean? Can someone quantify that for me? What does part-time mean? Does that mean half of 15, so 7.5 hours? Does it mean somewhere between 0 and 14 hours? Is 15 hours part-time? Can someone help me?
Improving your mindset. And that looks like different things, right? Self-education, watching and implementing trainings, business tasks like content creation and conversations, and of course, personal development. And a lot of people that start this do have a full-time job, a student or parent schedule. Chris was working a full-time job when he started this. I was in grad school. And really, no matter what your days look like, you can build this in your spare time if you're willing.
Would it be offensive to the people in the chat to have our parody pyramid pop be her telling us how many times she's been in grad school? If it's going to be offensive to y'all, then I won't do it. But I kind of want to. I'd love to hear your feedback. Because I think she said it a lot. You know what? Why don't I download it and ask how many times that she said it? Do-do-do-do-do-do. I just want to see how many times she said it, even if y'all say no. Even if y'all say no, I just want to know. Your channel. Alive? Oh, not live. Content? Mayor? Hello? I think I'm going to start it part-time. Part-time, you know what I mean? We'll have to do that with the mischief makers or something. Dear God, 84%, 14 thumbs down, 17 thumbs up. RIP. Oh God, we're sad. Let me download this. Just download it. Okay.
To let go of the other things taking up your spare time. Again, scrolling on social media, watching Netflix. Instead of doing that, you can spend that same time building your business and generating income. And now you get on social media and you're excited because you're like, what's the next thing I'm going to share with everybody that's going to bring value? That then is also going to give value back to you, right? In the form of an energy exchange with your commission. So that is our first frequently asked question. Second frequently asked question is, how do I know that I will succeed with this because it seems a little bit too good to be true? And the simple answer is that you don't. You do not know any guarantees in your life. The only person that can guarantee your success is you.
False. 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 Bears beats Battlestar Galactica. Do we have that? Do we have that soundbite? Because that's the soundbite I really want. Is it Bears beats Battlestar Galactica? Because I feel like...
Never been sick, perfect immune system.
Okay, well, if you've never been sick, then you don't have any antibodies.
I don't need them. Superior genes. I'm a shroot. I know what's happening. I'm finally hydrated and it's unlocking my brain's full potential. It's too much for me.
Okay, let me see if I have it. Bears. I just need Dwight, honestly. Is this gonna work now? My audio still does not work. Yes, it does now. Hold on. No, it doesn't. Probably B. I thought I had it. Sadness.
But as long as you're coachable, as long as you're available to take action and you want to be consistent to show up for yourself, for your business, that is that success mindset that we were talking about at the beginning. And this is a real business, you guys. This is not just I sign up today and tomorrow I make $1 million. It's not a get rich quick scheme. Just like anything that is worthwhile.
It sounds like a get rich quick scheme.
Yes, thank you.
No, how is this not a pyramid scheme?
It's not even a scheme per se. It's not a pyramid scheme. I'm going to make this way harder than it needs to be.
It requires time and effort. It requires, just like if you want to build your biceps at the gym, you got to hit your reps. You got to get up and go to the gym, right? But if you can commit to building this for a good 3 to 5 years, you truly can set your...
If you can commit to building this for 3 to 5 years so I can pad my bank account, you can be successful. Oh, wait, she didn't say that. Sorry. I misheard.
Yourself up to live a life by design, and the time's going to pass anyways. Next thing you know, you're on another masterclass in 3 years and we're talking about it's 2028. Can you believe back in 2020 in the pandemic, right? Do you want to be in that same position in the next few years, or do you want to put the time and effort into something knowing that the time is going to pass anyways? So that's what I share with this. Chris, do you want to share anything about succeeding with this opportunity?
No, I think you summed it up very good. It's just believing in yourself, doing the simple steps, being coachable, being open, not trying to figure it out or reinvent the wheel. It's crazy to think that sometimes people can say, oh, I just made $1 million in this business. I'd love to share with you how. And people will say, no, like, I don't want to know how. I want to keep doing what I'm doing and make things harder. And that's why I tell people, it's like, unless you're doing $1 million a year or 5 figures a month, like, I like to pick your brain. But for a lot of us, we just aren't there yet. And so being able to see an opportunity when you're praying and manifesting it, and God puts it right in front of you like this or something else, just make sure you take action on it. Because sometimes some of the best things are good and are true. And we just have to accept that as normal. And that's the best.
This is a fallacy. We know it's a fallacy. It's the this is the faith one we were talking about earlier that Broken Waffles was talking about. Oh my God, I love this. Catherine Tate has a quote, I don't need to swear, I can just hyperventilate and you know what I mean. Scroll trail, sorry, we've been here for almost 3 hours. I'm so sorry. I'm not sorry, we hung out, but I'm sorry it took this long. YouTube. Probably spelling YouTube right is gonna help me not download a virus.
Potatoes and molasses. If you want some, oh, just ask us. They're warm and soft like puppies and socks.
I don't need to swear. I can hyperventilate. The French exam? Is that... Catherine Tate. Okay, I think we found it. Is it the... Thank you for muting yourself. Do we have... Okay. Lauren. Okay. Do we have a transcript? Show transcript. Find. Hyperventilate. Oh. I don't see where it's selecting it. Hold on. Skip.
In English.
S'il vous plaît, quel âge avez-vous?
I don't know. Ask me in English.
And it can teach you a lot about your own language.
Thank you.
Lauren, you have to try to make an effort.
No, I don't.
It's a beautiful language.
Miss, have you got airy armpits?
Oh.
How dare you?
Miss, were you in Hello, Hello? You were in Hello, Hello, Miss?
Let alone understand the people. I will fail you for this test, which means you will get an F for the entire module.
Regardez mon visage.
Comment?
Regardez mon visage.
Lauren.
Regardez mon visage. Est-ce que mon visage bavette?
Non, mais...
Non, parce que je ne suis pas bavette.
She goes, look, it's at my face.
Lauren, your behavior is absolutely appalling. Do you behave like this at home?
Est-ce que vous disrespectez ma famille? Est-ce que vous appelez... Pas bavette? Non, pas bavette, pas bavette. Cherry on...
I don't think this one is it. Yeah, y'all can go ahead and jump over to whoever's stream.
Pas bavette. Pas bavette. D'accord. Regardez mon visage. Où est le syndicat d'initiative? Je suis pas bavette.
I'm proud to call myself French. Our nation has produced some of the finest examples of culture and enlightenment in European history. Our philosophers... Lady, if you bothered to pay the slightest attention in my lessons, might benefit also.
Have you been eating garlic?
Okay, I can't find it. Oh my god. Okay, we can't find it. That's right. I'll find it later.
Best thing I can tell you on that.
Yeah, I love it. I love what you said. So last thing we're going to end off here with is an open Q&A. Type your questions in the chat. I do want to answer a couple of questions that we had on our live. If you were on our IG live earlier this week, there were a few people asking questions. So the first question that we had was, how do you also do this business without, caring about what people are saying or any of the haters, right? Blocking out the haters. So first thing is that there's always going to be people that have an opinion. That's what I personally have experienced. And the question is, are they somebody that is cheering you on, or are they somebody that has nothing going for themselves? Because a millionaire that has a YouTube channel that's generated all
this is an either or fallacy. They're either going to be unsuccessful in telling you that something is telling you something negative, or they're going to be successful and telling you something positive. There's I don't know. I'm not going to be cheering for someone driving towards the edge of a cliff. I'm going to be telling them, you're about to go over the edge of a cliff. Something is amok.
this money online, they're going to see your first video and they're like, keep going. Like, that's great. That's exactly where I started. But the person usually that has the most to say, that wants to beat you down, is because they're just too scared to do it for themselves. And that is just the honest truth. So that was one of the questions. Also, I just want to say, imagine if you listen to that person that's feeding you negativity, or imagine if you just say, you know what, thanks for sharing. Thanks for sharing your opinion. But I'm going to do this. And then a year goes by and then you're successful. And then all of a sudden they're, hey, how'd you start doing that business? Hey, can you share with me? Hey, that person, I know them. I'm friends with them. We went to school together. All this, right? So that is our first question. Chris, you remember what the other question was that we had?
I am blanking on that other question, but if you guys have any questions, you can type in the chat. And we're also going to leave you here with a couple things you can do next, because a couple of you guys messaged me in the chat privately, and I want to just go over that. So Monica, can you go to the next slide too?
Yes.
So here's what you guys can do, right? Once you leave this, first, thank you again for your time and for showing up on a Saturday. We have this recorded, so hopefully you can rewatch this and maybe share this. Maybe it is for you, or maybe it's not. So just get back to who invited you, whether it's me, Monica, or someone else in our team or community, and just tell them 1, 2, or 3. Number 1, do nothing. Just remain the exact same situation and just go about your life. All good. At least you're in the know. We did our job here to make sure you know about this, where 98% of the world wishes they knew. Number 2, you can still think about it, but try to chase or change jobs and try to figure something out, trying to kind of throw darts at the dartboard, but really have no guidance, no support, no mentorship, no community, and no plan. I think those things are very, very missing for a lot of people that want to change their life. Or number 3, you're like, okay, at least this makes sense. I see the vision. Maybe I have questions, or hey, I want to move forward. I want to start building this now. I already use social media for other affiliates already, or I have a good network that's into holistic health, or I know people that value money and wealth building. Like, let's start. Like, let's get on a call. Let's go over how I get my machine. You can get your machine for as low as 50, 60 bucks a month financed. You can do it on a third-party credit card. You can do a 25% down payment, which is about
third-party credit card financing. Hello? So you're trying to recruit us into a commercial cult, allegedly, in my opinion. And then you're also trying to tie us up with payments and potential debt. Okay, cool. Awesome, Wendy.
$1,500 down and pay about $200 a month. You can do a bank loan. We have different financing platforms. There's different machines, but we recommend the Kangen K8 as the best way to get started if you don't do the trifecta. And that retails just over about $5,500 US. Remember, it's high ticket. So it's a high ticket product, high ticket sales, but the value, what it does, the return, the money it'll save you, and potentially for most of you tax deductible as you become an independent contractor, which is very, very important, is another way to save on your taxes. And so we're not financial advisors, but these are potential write-offs along with many other things. So when you really put all the pieces together, it becomes truly a no-brainer. And that's what we want to leave you here with. Empowering you to make a decision, empower you to step into your true gifts, empower you to say enough is enough, and empower you to really take your life back on your own terms. So get back to who invited you, 1, 2, or 3. Hey, I'm good, I'll pass. Or hey, let me think about it, I have questions. Or hey, I want to get started. I would love to connect and join what you guys are doing, because I see it. I have a smartphone, I have a good heart, an open mind, and I'm coachable, and I'm ready to go and make this happen and make my dreams come reality. So the ball is in your court for sure.
Yes, and I just want to answer one of the questions I see in the chat. You do pay sales tax to purchase the machine. If you want to know exactly what that number is, again, get back to whoever invited you, whether that was me or whether that was Chris, and we can share the exact numbers of what the sales tax looks like. And then other question that I see, how can we...
Okay, in Texas, sales tax is 8.25%, right? So we go to Google. I'm already right at Google. Oh my God. 5,500 times 1.0825%, whatever. So it's going to be $5,953. So 59, 53, 75, 59, 53, 75 minus 5,500, $453.75 in tax. So, okay, we don't need you to tell us how to calculate sales tax.
Rewatch this. We will share the recording as soon as we get it later today. So again, whoever invited you, however you got here, go ask them, whether it was Chris or I or someone else, and we can share the recording with you. Those are all the questions that I'm seeing in here.
Awesome. All right, y'all. Well, it was an honor. Thanks for coming and listening. And I pray that this resonates for you. And most importantly, too, that you can share this with somebody else. It's kind of like the word of mouth, right? You play the game of telephone. Monica and I just gave you a great message here for the last hour or so. Now you have the knowledge and wisdom and vision to see things that other people can't. Like literally, hey, do you see that up in this? I can't see it. Imagine you can now see the world differently. So it's not about you just seeing it. You have to let others see the exact thing, whether you share it, cast the vision, or share this replay. So we look forward to hearing back from you, whether it's for you or not. And we look forward to working with you and building with you, because truly the world is changing and the world's waking up. And this is a golden opportunity, and the best is truly yet to come. So thanks, Monica. Thank you guys for popping on. But I feel complete.
Yes, thank you so much. Enjoy the rest of your day and go do something that scares you. Go do something that's going to get you closer to your dreams. Happy Saturday, everybody. And we'll see you on the next masterclass.
Take care.
Rip. Rippity rip rip. We did it. We did it. We did it. Yeah.
We did it! We did it! We did it!
The recording has stopped.
Hey, always team up! We did it! Yay! Woo! Hooray! We did it!
Number 1, what amazing conversation. Number 2, we don't need your help in calculating sales tax. Number 3, what's with the wild health claims about Kangen water? Number 4, is ionized water that Enagic sells better than filtered water? We looked at that today too. I don't know. I do not know. Let me see who's live right now and see if we can go raid them. Just as a recap, Enagic is a multi-level marketing company that sells water ionizers, and the upkeep for water ionizers is greater than the upkeep for water filters. So that is a factor. It was not talked about on their Zoom call today. We looked at the numbers. The averages were $1.20 for 100 uses for a water filter, taking into account the cost to install a water filter, and then the cost per use for 100 uses for a water ionizer was about $3 for 100 uses. So if you're looking to join Enagic, I would ask more questions. I truly would ask a lot more questions. Let me see. Edit. Let's see who's live. Raid. Redirect. Let's see. Is it Aaron that's going live? Our brains are mushy, truly. I know Callie's live right now. Aaron? Bees? It looks... Is it the Boss Babes Go Wild? I can't see it on my end. 12:15 at 3 p.m. Okay, cool. I'll send us over there. Happy to do that. And save. Y'all can stay in the chat. Head on over there. Like or stream. If you haven't liked my stream, I'd appreciate it. Thank you for the 76 likes. Replay crew. I'd love to move it on up. Thank you for joining. If you want to subscribe, please feel free to. Greg and Jason Funderburker the Frog appreciate your sacrifice of clicking the subscribe button. And I don't know. I'll see you next time. We'll be probably working on Parody Pyramid Pop in the Mischief Makers at some point. My spouse is here from where he's stationed, and so my streaming schedule is going to be a little bit different, which is why I'm trying to go live earlier in the day. Thank you for your support and the change in the schedule, and I will see you later. Toodles and oodles of doodles with noodles and poodles, or what? I keep forgetting what it is. All right. Where's my outro? Where is it? Nah. Come on. All right. That's all, folks.